record my screen on Streamlabs. That way I can post this. Oh wow, that was like nothing then. Okay, so we're just gonna start from the beginning basically. Just gonna wait for some people to get in the chat. So let me know, yeah, it looks like y'all can hear me, right? All right, cool. Just gonna make sure everyone knows to find us there. Some people in here. What's up? We got CTR, we got Dana. What's going on? We got Pookie's Revenge, Keck. So let everyone join in a second. What's going on, Mikey? Oh, you can hear me typing. Everyone can see my screen, right? That link. Alright, I'm like, this one right here. Which one? This? I swear, I have like some really weird. Oh, okay. That's hilarious. That is too funny. All right, we're going to start this in 2 seconds. Just making sure I'm recording. That way I can put it on YouTube later. Perfect. All right. I'm just going to start the recording. I'm going to cut the recording and start it. I'm going to do the whole intro thing just so it's official on YouTube. For those of you who already heard it, you're going to have to hear it again. Okay. Yeah, that was too funny, G-Bits. That was amazing. To see the screen and chat at the same time. That is a good question. Yeah, you can make it full screen, I believe, by, no, I'm gonna stop screen, by clicking something. Like I said, I'm not the technology guy. The pop out button, there you go. All right, so. No, I guess no cool intro music today, but. What's going on, Penny boys and gals? It's your boy, What the Duck here. It's time for our PBU live stream. We were having some technical difficulties earlier, so we did do our first raffle, our $25 raffle during the stream. That kind of got cut. I will be posting a little preview of that on the YouTube for however much of it actually got recorded. But we're going to just do a little redo here for everybody. So Carve Fun. You were our first $25 cash winner. That's Carve Fun, so congratulations. You won off stream, or off of this stream, so make sure to message me, What the Duck. That way you can get access to your $25 cash, and the way to do that, as far as the cash goes, obviously I'm not going to be sending you cash in the mail. Obviously I'm not going to be going to your house and hand delivering you cash. That'd be weird. So what we do is we have Zelle, Google Pay, and PayPal. So just message me and let me know how you want to get paid. I'll make sure that that happens for you. As I lost the chat, there we go. What's going on, Dude Sam? What's going on, Mikey? Pookie's Revenge is back. We got Agent Penguin. Agent Penguin says we took a tour of social media streams tonight. That is true. So we tried on Facebook twice. That crashed twice. Then we tried on YouTube. That also crashed. So this is Plan C. Discord. I mean, there's no way this is going to crash. Although, you know what? I'm not going to say that. I'm going to knock on some wood because you never know with technology. So, like I did say, I know. That's funny, the conductor. So, just so y'all know, I am going to be recording this. Fingers crossed. You know, I thought I was recording it before, but I will be recording this for those of you who missed it, and I'll be putting it on my YouTube, WTD Pennyboys. Make sure to subscribe. I know, I think it's like 50% of the people who watch the videos are not subscribers, so it would be awesome if y'all just give that a subscribe, give it a click of a button. You could even turn off notifications, it's up to you, but it just helps us get our name, get the channel out there so that we can help as many people as possible, because that is the whole goal here in Pennyboys University, is to help as many people as possible. So like I said, the other stream did crash, so we're going to go ahead and start from the beginning. Like I said before, congratulations, what's up, Bodie, what's up, G-Bits, to Carve Fun. Carve Fun, you won our first $25 cash giveaway. We're going to be doing 3 more of those, so we're doing $100 cash total. We're doing 3 more $25 cash giveaways tonight, and I'll be giving away a free 30-day membership to one of our free members. That's a 30-day membership to our premium Discord, which, as you can see, is, you know, you get access to all these channels, you get access to our premium alerts, you get access to all of our exclusive streams, as well as our Pennyboys University. Pennies equals dollars. And our Pennyboys University is our 24 trading class program, 24 class trading program, where we go over the basics of trading. And then we go, you know, we start from the basics and we go into trading psychology, which is super important, trading strategies, different trading sites, free sites that you can use, how to trade while working 9 to 5, as well as, of course, charting. So what's going on, Amber? What's going on, Care Carve? Let's go ahead and get right into it. So we did our first $25 cash giveaway. I'm not going to go, oops. We already did our first one. Oh, you know, whatever. We're going to do another one. So congratulations to Slaggy. Congratulations to Slaggy. You, 0608, you just won $25 cash. You got lucky I clicked that by accident. So that's going to be our second $25 cash giveaway. We still have 2 more going on throughout the stream, as well as our free membership giveaway. So once again, congratulations to Slaggy. Oh, there you are. Look at that. In this chat and everything. That's awesome. So make sure that you message me, What the Duck, so that you can claim your prize. And like I said, it's Cash App and all that kind of fun stuff, so you can use it on whatever you want. You know, you can put it into the stock market, you can buy groceries, whatever you want to do. So congratulations to Slaggy. We have 2 more coming up as far as those cash giveaways go. But let's go ahead and get right into our live stream. So we're going to go over the homework. We're going to do that a little bit later. We're going to do our trading trivia as well. Excuse me, we're going to do our trading trivia as well. You know what? Just so y'all know, so you can prep for the questions. Here's what the questions are going to be for our trading trivia. Explain a short squeeze, explain how we find float, what is FinViz Groups tab, why is trading nowadays like walking around with a loaded gun, for those of you in Pennyboys University you know what that means. What does be your own police chief in trading mean, which those of you in Pennyboys University will know that. And what's an inverse ETF and why do we keep cash on hand, which we'll be going over tonight during the stream. And remember, those are for later, those trivia questions, so keep them to yourself for now, because you don't want to be giving away the answers, because then you might not win. But we're doing that after we do our little bonus class, and our PBU bonus class is going to be going over what you could do during a red market, how you can read a market to see if it's, you know, either correcting or possibly tanking, ways to figure out if an alert is too low to enter. You know, sometimes discounts are discounted for a reason. You know, like in the supermarket, you see something on discount, you're like, well, why is it on discount? Is it expired or almost expired? Same thing goes with the alerts. You know, you want to be able to know when a discount is good, a deal, and when it's on discount because it's almost expired food. And we also are going to go over why we keep cash on hand. All of our PBU classes kind of are formatted the same way. You get a for the Pennyboys University PBU classes, you get a handout for all these classes. You get trading videos. They're around 10 to 15 minutes each. You can just click that here to get that. You get homework as well. You get 100% on the homework, and you get raffle tickets. You know what? I can actually leave the chat up since this is Discord, so I can see y'all while I do this. Maybe not. All right, there we go. Cool. Perfect. So, this is actually kind of better than the YouTube. I can actually see what y'all are saying while I do this. All right, so that's how the PBU trading classes work. Like I was saying before, with the handout, it's not going to be like a copy. Like none of this stuff is copy and pasted from anywhere. Like literally every single thing here is I typed it out like my own words. Those of you who heard me typing before, you can assume how fast that took with that that GIF or GIF or whatever that someone posted earlier about the duck. That was too funny. But yeah, so these are all these are all typed up by me. I try to make it so that you guys can it's geared towards new traders. I try to word it in ways that someone might actually understand, as opposed to just giving out all these fancy terms and trying to oh, look how smart we are with all these terms. No, I want y'all to understand this stuff. I'm not trying to impress anybody. So that's the whole point of Penny Boys University is teaching and learning. It's not about playing who's is bigger. So never heard a duck laugh. We actually, what? Well, we did this. We used to do this during the streams. We'll do this again during this stream. Whoever does make me laugh going forward, whoever can make me laugh in the stream, whoever's posts throughout the stream makes me laugh, we'll get raffle tickets. So that's a little fun thing we can do as well. Starting now, sorry, G-Bits. So starting right now. So like I said, all this is written in the way that written in a way that I try to word it in ways that make sense to new traders. We were all new traders at one point. I know what it's like going to those YouTube videos, going to some handout or not handouts, going to online sites and being like, what are they talking about? Because a lot of videos and stuff, they try to start, they try to run before you walk. Here we go right from the beginning. We teach you all the basics, all the terms you're going to need to know, and then we go from there. So let's just go right into it. So PBU bonus class, we're going to start out with what to do during a red stock market, or what we can do during a red stock market. And just so you know, I'm going to turn this into a bonus class with a video for those of you who are in Penny Boys University. I need to have a way that I can track who gets these tickets. All right. So I'm trying so hard not to laugh now. It's really bad because I laugh so easily too. All right. So the stock market is red. Right. I think this happened. I actually didn't trade much today. I was busy making this class, but I think today the stock market was pretty red. One way you can determine that is, as you can see on this this tab right here. This picture is called a groups tab. It's on finviz.com. So here's Finviz, and there. I'm sorry. It's called a heat map. It's called a heat map, and this is what you can use to see if how the market is doing. Looks like today the market was on the red side. This is kind of a visually friendly way of looking at the market. Red is, red's not good. Green is, the market's been doing well, or the stock's been doing well. This is just one way to see how the market as a whole is doing. You can go to the groups tab as well if you want to see how sectors are doing. As you can see during the day, not so many sectors are doing so well. Utilities did okay. You can also see how they're doing the week, the month. But we go over all this in our FinViz class. So, oh, Mikey, so that was close. I almost laughed at that one. So, stock market's red. All of your stocks are going down, right? You go to Facebook comments, you go to StockTwits comments, you go to Webull comments. Everyone's freaking out. You're like, oh my gosh, like what am I going to do? Do I sell everything? Are things on discount? Is the market crashing? Is this a correction? I don't know what to do. Panic, panic, panic. Emotions, emotions, emotions. Our goal in Penny Boys University, the reason that we do our trading psychology courses, is to try to manage our emotions. A lot of people are going to try to tell you to get rid of your emotions. I'm not going to tell you to get rid of your emotions, because we're human. We have emotions. You're not going to be able to get rid of emotions. But like Bodhi says, God damn it, Bodhi, you made me laugh. All right, Bodhi gets the first one. Where am I going to put this? I'll put this right here. I actually missed how do you spell your name? I should know this. Bodhi, B-O-D-H-I, right. Okay, so Bodhi is the first one on the list. I actually read that as I have emotions. As I say, yes, you're correct. We all do have emotions, like Bodhi was saying, and I saw that you actually said I have no emotions. So congratulations, Bodhi, the first one to make me laugh. So we do have emotions. We're all human. Mikey, you were so close with the oh, god damn it. All right, Mikey just made me laugh too. So we all do have emotions. It's just, being human. We're not going to be able to get rid of our emotions. It's like if you have chronic back pain or you have, diabetes or something like that. You're not going to be able to get rid of it, but your doctor's going to help you manage it. Same thing goes with emotions. If you have back pain, maybe the doctor will recommend yoga, physical therapy, massages, medicine. With diabetes, there are all the different things you can do to manage it. Same thing goes with emotions. We're going to learn how to manage it. The first thing you got to do is identify it. With back pain, you want to identify what part, why your back is hurting. Well, with emotions, you want to identify why, what kind of emotions I have and why do I have them. And then after you learn to identify them, you want to be able to learn how to manage them. So we do go over this in PBU. So another really quick thing about your red markets, if you guys might be getting started in a red market, or you learn how to trade in a red market, well, then chances are trading in a green market is going to be super much easier. Not super easy. Nothing's easy in the stock market, but it'll be a lot easier. If you learn how to trade in a red market, trading in a green market should be a cakewalk comparatively. It's kind of like in baseball, right? Or just baseball. If those of you who know baseball, you see the guy who's on deck, the batter who's going to be batting next or next up at bat. They're swinging a baseball bat, and it has a weight on it. It's called a donut. There's a weight on their bat, and it makes the bat feel heavier. That way, when they go up to bat, they take the weight off. The bat's nice and light because they were just swinging a heavy bat. Now they're swinging a light one. Same thing goes with the market. If you're learning how to trade, if you can manage your emotions in a red market, imagine how easy it should be to manage your emotions in a green market. That being said, the green markets do have different emotions you might have to manage. But just in general, if you can trade in a red market, trading with a green market is like taking that weight off the bat and swinging the bat normally. So let's go over some of the emotions that got any grapes. That's a good one. Let's go over some emotions that you might have when trading or while trading. Especially in a red market. So fear of losing, this is the big one, probably one of the biggest ones. You see red, your fear that you're going to be losing all this money because the market's red, your stocks are red, your portfolio is red. Loss aversion is the fear of losing. So us humans, we actually naturally have this built in our DNA. Everyone has a fear of losing. And us as humans, we actually react 2.5 times greater to loss than we do to gain. So we're walking down the street, we find $20 cash. It's going to feel great, but you're walking down the street and you lose $20 cash, you're going to feel a lot worse than you do as far as feeling good about finding the money. So the feeling, the emotions that you get or feel when you lose money is going to be typically 2.5 times greater than the emotions you feel when you are gaining money. So that's something to be aware of, that just we as humans, we do react to. We as humans, that's me trying not to laugh, we do react a lot greater to loss than to gain. And it's really important to understand that, just to realize that, so that we can act accordingly when we are losing money, or when our market, when the market is red or our portfolios are red. You want to be able to think to yourself, when you see the red market, if I sell all these stocks now, if I sell any of these stocks now, is it going to be because I'm trying to protect my portfolio? I'm doing it based off of risk management. I'm doing it based off a plan. Maybe I did some research and due diligence, and I think that the market really is going to go down. Or am I doing this because I'm just afraid of losing? Like, am I just doing this the last, a split-second decision, just panic selling, which leads to the next emotion, panic. A lot of traders panic sell during red markets, or during red days, especially new traders who just don't understand how the stock market necessarily does work. This means that they're making, like I said, on-the-spot decisions without using logic, without using reason, without using technical analysis, without doing any of that kind of stuff, without asking someone who might know what they're talking about. You're panic selling. This is based off of your emotions, not based off of your plan. This is just you're feeling a certain way. You have that loss aversion, that fear of losing. You're like, oh my gosh, I gotta sell everything. I don't want to be, I don't want to see all this red. And if you do that at the wrong time, it might be a correction. The market might be correcting, meaning like it has a little bit of a dip before it comes back up again. And you just panic sold all your plays, and now 3 days later they're all 10% up, and you're feeling and even more emotions now, and then you start making even worse trades because you're feeling emotions, and it's kind of a slippery slope. Once you start trading with emotions, you most likely will lose money, and then you feel more emotions, and you lose more money, and then it kind of goes full circle until you learn that, hey, emotions are a part of trading. This is why we do PBU. This is why we go over trading psychology so much in PBU, because you can know all the charts in the world, you can know all the indicators, but if you don't have a good handle on your emotions, that's not going to help you. You're most likely going to still lose money. It's like a baseball player who's a super talented pitcher, but as soon as they give up a hit, they start getting angry. They start getting nervous, and they start throwing wild. All that talent in the world isn't going to help them because they don't have a good management of their emotions. Same thing goes for trading. You can know all about RSI, MACD, KDJ, CCI, VWAP, all that great stuff. But if as soon as stock goes down, you panic sell, or you have your fear of losing. It doesn't matter what about all your RSI knowledge. You're panic selling. Maybe you're feeling greed, whatever it may be. This is why this is so important, and it's just so important not to skip over this. Y'all can't hear me? Oh, okay. Okay, so another emotion that you might be able to have or might be feeling during a red market is greed. So maybe you're up on a bunch of plays, and you're up 20%, right, on all these plays, and then you see the market going down, and your profits are going down, but you refuse to sell because you either A, want more profits, or B, maybe you saw that you were up 20%, now you're only up 10%. You're like, I'm going to hold because I want that 20% back. I should have sold at 20%. I didn't. Now I'm so I'm feeling a certain way. I had that FOMO. Now I'm feeling greedy. I want that 20%. I want to go back to that 20% as opposed to being okay with selling at 10%. The market's going down. All the due diligence in the world is telling you, oh man, the market's crashing. The market's going down. But you're going to hold on because you used to have that profits, unrealized profits, and you didn't sell, and now you're feeling a certain way. You're feeling greedy. Stocks go up, but stocks also go down. You get to be aware of that. And taking profits, solely based on emotions like greed is a good way to lose out on potential gains. It's one, so what? You didn't make your 20% profit. Now you know for next time, but at least you made 10% profit. That's a lot better than, waiting to get back that 20% profit and then watching the stock go all the way down to 0% profit and then down to 10% loss. You could have gotten 10% profit. Now you were at 10% loss because you were greedy and you wanted 20% profit. You want to be not using greed. You want to be using your trading plan. You want to be using due diligence on the market. Maybe holding is a good idea. Just if the stock's going down, it might, like I said, it might still go back up, but you want to base this off of due diligence, not just based off of greed or fear of losing or panic. Another one is over-optimistic. You can be over-optimistic. Another emotion, like I was saying, is over-optimism. So maybe you got in the market when it was, everything was going up, or maybe just in general, all your players are doing well, all your alerts are doing well, your portfolio is up, everything's green, and you think to yourself, oh man, this is so great, I can't do anything wrong. You're just feeling super optimistic, right? Wrong, because the stock market doesn't care about your emotions. The stock market doesn't care about how well you've been doing. The stock market doesn't care about the fact that you have rent due tomorrow. The stock market doesn't care about you. We at Pandy Boys University, we do care about you, and that's, but the stock market could literally give, two ducks about you. But it's important to limit your risks because of that. The stock market goes up, like I said, but it also goes down. So you don't want to get too comfortable in a green market, or too comfortable with, with all your wins. You don't want to get over optimistic. You want to be careful. You want to, limit your risks. Just because you're doing well today or tomorrow doesn't mean you're going to be doing well the next week. Things happen, and you don't want to let the past affect how you trade in the future. You still want to be trading based off of a plan. That being said, maybe the market's green. You went to FinViz and you see sectors are up. The certain sectors you're in are up. That's one thing. That's not over optimism based off emotion. That's optimism based off of technical analysis or fundamental analysis, or just due diligence. But you don't want to just be over optimistic just because oh yeah, I'm doing so well. Nothing can stop me. Because another reason, we don't do that is overconfidence. God, Trash Junior, that's funny. You got the spot in the live stream. I don't know why that even made me laugh when all the other stuff didn't. But Trash Junior made me laugh. You get some raffle tickets. So, where were we? We were on overconfidence. That's another big emotion that you can have while trading that could hurt your portfolio. You've been killing it in the market, let's just say. Everything's green. It could be your own plays. It could be alerts. Everything's up. And you think to yourself, nothing can go wrong. I am so good at stock trading. And then, some things start to go wrong. You see, a stock hits, one of your stocks goes to your stop loss or whatever it may be. Some people who have overconfidence, that overconfidence also turns into a fear of loss because they are having a fear of being wrong. People who are overconfident sometimes don't want to be wrong. So they got into a stock, stock's down 10%, 12%, whatever your stop loss is. You think to yourself, you're overconfident. You think to yourself, no, I've been doing so well. I'm not wrong about this stock. It's going to go back up. And guess what? It doesn't, because you didn't base this off of your plan. You didn't base this off of technical or fundamental analysis. You just base this off of the fact that you've been doing well and you're overconfident. You don't want to get married to any stock. These stocks are meant for trading. You want to be in and out. You're not trying to marry these stocks. This is just a quick Tinder date. Think of it that way. Don't get attached. But anyway, this isn't like Match.com. That's what the blue chips are for. These, we trade these things. So don't get overconfident. Don't get married to a stock. Well, I made myself laugh on that one, so that doesn't really count. So blind hope. That's another one. So your stocks are down, and now you're letting them go past your stop loss. So let's just, maybe you think to yourself, well, I guess now I'm a long-term investor, because you have this blind hope that, maybe it's overconfidence in the stock, but you have this blind hope based off of no technical fundamental reasoning that this stock's going to end up going back, back up. I don't want to sell. You don't lose until you sell. But guess what? With that mentality, you're going to end up most likely being a bag holder. Because if the whole you don't lose until you sell, it might be right for some stocks. But guess what? You might have to wait like 5 months before you could even break even. And that's a lot of money held up into one stock, especially a penny stock or a stock that you're supposed to be trading. Like, why would you have a stock for 5 months just to break even? That's like investing. You want to hold on to stocks for 5 months or longer, but not penny stocks, especially not ones that you're down on big. Like there's just, you could be using that money for, especially in Penny Boys, once you do the Penny Boys University, you get a good handle on trading. You could be using that money that you have tied up in these bags. You can be using that to make money and make that money back. You don't need to make money back on the stock that you lost money on. You don't need to revenge trade. You can make money back, somewhere else on a different stock. You can sell for a 10% loss, get into 3 more stocks, and you make that money back. You don't want to be stuck holding a bunch of bags, because that creates stagnant accounts as opposed to accounts that you can use to trade with. You don't want all your money held up in red stocks. That's why we have stop losses, like 7%, 10% stop loss, whatever you may be. That way, when a stock doesn't work out, you're out, and now you have the money, and you can go to another trade and hopefully make it back on that trade. 2 more emotions. One is giving up. This happens in 2 forms. So either traders might give up altogether. Maybe the stock market's red, and they think, oh, this is too hard. This is, I'm bad at trading. And that's not true. You're not bad at trading. You're just new to trading. Anyone who, didn't immediately learn something like their first week or month, immediately gave up on everything, no one would be doing anything. Like bike riding, even walking, before as a baby, you fell a lot. If you fell once and your parents were like, oh, this kid can't walk, chances are you wouldn't be walking right now. With a bike riding, you fall every so often. Skiing, you fall. If you just stopped, if you gave up every time you fell, you'd be giving up a lot, because we are human and we fall a lot. Pennies equals dollars. Still has trouble walking. That was funny. Okay. Pennies, dollars. Pennies equals dollars. Oop, that's not nice. Whoops. Actually, let me check to see if I'm still recording. I am good. Okay, so where are we? We are at giving up. So yeah, that's one way of giving up. Is just exactly that, giving up, thinking that you're bad at trading. You're not bad at trading. You're new to trading. Maybe you learn from the wrong. Maybe you listen to the wrong people who said you do this and you'll make $100 a day, and you did that and you realize that you're not making $100 a day because you're not them, and just because they're doing it a certain way doesn't mean that you can do it a certain way, because they have a different schedule than you do. They have a different mindset than you do. They are a different person than you are. A lot of traders who are losing money and think they're bad at trading are just not trading based off of their individual, this person that they are individually. They're not trading based off of their strengths. You know, maybe you, and we go over this in trading psychology classes, maybe you're a vast thinker, meaning, you know, maybe, you know, you like to see the long picture. You know, you don't like things to be quick. You know, you want to be able to see things that others don't. But you know, if you're a vast thinker and you're trying to day trade, you know, it might not be the best thing for you. You know, maybe you should be swing trading, you know, whatever it may be. We do go over personality tests and all that in Penny Boys University. We have a whole course on that, just to try to help you all kind of understand, you know, your strengths as a trader, or just your strengths based off of your personality and your traits in general, that could help you develop you know, to use those, what we learned about yourself, to develop a plan that's the best plan for you. You know, a plan that might work for me might not work for Doomsday Rex. A plan that works for Doomsday Rex might not work for Janeo, which might not work for Penny Equals Dollars. We're all different people, and the trick is to know, you know, who we are, and then base our plan off of that. Like if I was a basketball player, but I didn't know, you know, what part of basketball I'm good at, you know, my game plan is going to be all messed up. If I know, you know, I'm really good at shooting and dribbling, you know, maybe all my plan is to be a point guard, or, you know, instead of just like randomly trying to be like a center. Like, you know, Shaq O'Neal tried to be a point guard. He wouldn't do so well. He's not a bad basketball player just because he's not a good point guard. He's a very good basketball player, but if he tried to be a point guard, he just probably wouldn't do so well. He probably wouldn't make it in the NBA because he's not, you know, playing based off of his strengths. Same thing goes with trading. We want to learn how to trade based off our strengths. And one way is just doing these trading psychology classes to see what works best for us, and also just our schedules and just everything in general. And then, of course, there's that chaser's mentality for those of you who, you know, maybe we're in AMC, or those of us who are in AMC, we're in AMC, or maybe GameStop, whatever it may be. You probably know all too well about chasing. So, you know, especially this happens during red markets. So, you know, your market's red, all your stocks are going down, you're feeling a certain way, you're like, ugh, I really want to make some money today, like what's going on? So you go to the Webull top gainers list and you see a stock and you see it going up, so you buy. And next thing you know, 2 seconds later, the stock's going down now because you didn't buy based off a technical analysis, you just bought because you're trying to make some money, you're just chasing a random stock because you want to make some money because you're in the red and you're feeling FOMO, you're feeling greed, whatever it may be. You know, you're chasing these stocks, and then, you know, chances are you're going to lose money on those stocks, and then you're going to feel even more emotional, and maybe do another one, YOLOing even more money, and then next thing you know, you're down even more, and then it's kind of a slippery slope. You know, you lose money, you feel emotions, you trade off your emotions, you lose more money, you feel more emotions until you end up huge in the red. So one way to help determine if the market is just having a pullback or it's showing signs of a crash. And pullback is like when the market just comes down a little bit, like maybe people sell off their profits and then it comes back up again. That's healthy. You don't want the market to just go straight up. That's not healthy. You want some give and take. Just like anything in life, you know, it's like people. You don't want someone to just be one thing. You want some give and take. So, one way to kind of, you know, assess the market is to use some of the free trading sites that we go over in detail in Penny Boys University. TradingView is a great one. So you can use that to see what other traders are thinking. That's kind of like I love how all of us works in here. The duck, yeah. Oh, god damn it, Vika. You just made me laugh too. All right, Vika, one of our PBU guides. Good job. Okay, so TradingView is a great one. It has a lot of different. That site, as opposed to all the other sites that we go over in Penny Boys University. TradingView is the one that has the most like actual traders kind of giving advice and stuff like that, which of course you want to take with a grain of salt. But it's a good way to see what other traders are thinking, and it's not as toxic as say like Webull comments or stock twits. These are like actual people who kind of know what they're talking about. Investing.com is a great way to look for market news, as well as Finviz.com. You can look for market news there. So, you know, to see, you know, what the market sentiment. So you can use TradingView and like other comment sections to see what the market sentiment is, meaning like what people are thinking about the market. Then the news to see, you know, what like the big guys are saying about the market, or just, you know, just to research the market in general to see why the market might be red for today. You know, it might be there was just a little bit of news that came out, like stimulus package, you know, is taking too long, whatever it may be. That doesn't mean the stock market's tanking. It just means that, you know, there's a little pullback because there's some bad news, and, you know, people sell the fear. And of course, the Penny Boys Discord, which you guys are all in right now, is another great resource as well. You have, if you're in Penny Boys University, you have 18 Penny Boy University guides who are there to help you. And they're all amazing, like Vika, like Agent Penguin, like Nikki, like Trying to Grow My Dough, the Dude. We have Pookie's Revenge. We have so many amazing guides there who are committed to helping y'all. You know, so that, you know, let's just say that you want, you know, you're not, you know, you did some research, you're not sure exactly, you know, like, why is the market going down. It's nice to get other traders' opinions as well. So during, let's see, yeah, so that's there's some ways you can kind of determine, you know, how the market's doing, just some tools you can use to kind of see some basic due diligence on the market as a whole. And there are also, like Janeo said, a bunch of PBU 2020 grads that are also there to help you as well. And just the Premium Pro members, and even just the Penny equals dollars, even the Premium members as well, like Penny equals dollars, are the ones who are, you know, currently in Penny Boys University, about to be Penny Boy graduates of the class of 2021, quarter one. You know, they're also here to help. You know, that's the best thing about this community, honestly, to me. Or, I mean, about about Penny Boys in general, to me, is all of the people. What in the, oh, is that the lemonade stand thing? Yeah. I've gotten that so many times at this point now, like the lemonade thing, and the grapes. No, that was close though. Who was that, CTR? No, that's bad. All right. You know, it's just, what was I saying? The Penny Boys guides, and it's just good to have, you know, people. Oh, the community. The community is what makes Penny Boys what it is. You know, we wouldn't be anything without all of y'all. And I'm not just saying, you know, because you guys are, like, you know, taking the courses. It's actually just the things that y'all say in the chat. Like, it's just awesome, especially in the Penny Boys University. The PBU chat is one of the best, like, wholesome chats I've ever been a part of on an online forum, let alone a stock trading forum. Like, I've never seen so many people so willing to help each other and grow together. It's just amazing. And that's that kind of community and that kind of, like, mindset and just like aura, or you know, like vibe is what we been trying to do since day one here in Penny Boys, and so far you guys are definitely helping that happen. As Pennies Equals Dollars says. But yes, you know, also just the Discord's a great community to have, a great resource to use, just to ask questions. You know, you can DM me, What the Duck, any time of the day. I'm usually up until like 4, 3, 4, 5 a.m. Eastern time zone. So I'll be here to answer your questions. I got like 3 hours of sleep today. So you guys can definitely DM me, and I definitely will answer, unless you are the Penny Boy University guides. In that case, there's only 22 unread messages and 415, but that's a whole nother story. And that's a group chat. That's why there's just a bunch of people in there. But anyway, so let's get to another way that you can make money during a red market, you know, other than just using the Penny Boy University alerts. You know, because even during red markets, we tend to make money here in Penny Boys University with the alerts, because there are 7,000 stocks. Even if the market is red, there's gonna be a couple stocks, more than a couple stocks, that are going up, and our guys are just stupid good at finding them, like just ridiculously good. But another way is you could short a stock. I do not recommend this if you're new. I don't even recommend this if you're not new. I personally just don't recommend this unless you really know what you're talking about, or really know how to short a stock. But it's just good to know what's out there. You know, I don't want to be the kind of person who, you know, doesn't tell you guys, you know, what there is, you know, out there in the stock market. I will tell you that, you know, there are certain things that are riskier than others, but, you know, everyone deserves to know what type of, you know, what kind of you know, tools there are available to be put in an arsenal, and one is shorting. It is super risky, so definitely don't do it unless you know what you're doing. Basically, with shorting, you're borrowing shares from a lender and then immediately selling them. So let's say I short a stock at $10. That means that, let's just say, so I'm shorting the stock at $10. That means I'm borrowing the stock at $10 from a lender, and then I'm immediately selling it. So I have $10 now in my hand. I have $10, but I owe this lender that exact stock. So I'm hoping the stock goes down to, let's say, $5, And so let's say the stock goes down to $5. Now I can buy the stock back, and now I can return that stock to the lender because I owe him that stock. Well, I sold it for I borrowed it and sold it for $10. I have $10 cash in my hand. I bought it for $5, and then I gave it back to the guy or to the lender. So I made $5, on that short. And ideally, it'd be more than $5. You buy a whole bunch of shares. You make $5 per share. That's how shorting works. But if the stock goes up, so let's say I short at $10, I borrow it. I still need to give the stock back to the lender. So the stock goes up to like $20. I got to buy the stock back at $20. I'm at a loss of $10. I sold it for $10. I bought it at $20. So it's kind of like the opposite of buying and then selling a stock. You're selling and then buying a stock. It's super risky though, because if when you buy a stock, the stock can only go down to zero. That's it. When you're shorting a stock, the stock can go up and up and up and up and up and up and up, and there's no ceiling. So you could lose an infinite amount of money, and that. So duck does taste pretty. I do like duck. Yes, Janeo got me too. Ever goose a duck? Janeo, trash. Oh, Cash G already has one. We're good with times 2. So that's one way. Shorting stock is definitely risky if you do end up doing it. Like I said, it's very dangerous. One thing you can do to limit your losses is have a stop order in place, a stop buy order, as opposed to a stop sell order. So it's the same exact deal, but opposite. So, with a stop buy order, you're saying when the stock reaches a certain price, it goes up a certain price, I'm going to buy. And so if you're shorting a stock, that means that you're saying once the stock hits this, I'm going to cover or, buy to give back to the lender because I don't want to lose more money than that. It's kind of the same thing as having a stop loss, but the opposite. Instead of selling the stock for a loss, you're buying the stock for a loss and limiting your losses that way. But like I said, very, 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 very dangerous. Very, very risky, and I wouldn't recommend it. But it's just good to know that it's out there and just kind of how it works. Another way of betting against the market or just stocks in general is by trading options, or in particular buying a put. I'm not going to go over that today. Puts, just options in general, are a little bit on the complicated side. I will be doing some Penny Boys advanced classes, or some Penny Boys PBU alumni bonus classes I'll be doing on options. And then we also have our Penny Boys advanced classes, and those are separate from Penny Boys University. Those are going to be by Big Quench, Mr. Stocklog Profits, Fast Eddie, and James Legends. And James Legends is our options alerter. He's the one to ask about options. Big Quench is the guy to ask about like Fibonacci retracements, about due diligence, about any of that kind of stuff. Mr. Stocklog Profits is the guy to ask about charting. Fast Eddie, he's just amazing in general. These are all great people, and I'm gonna be taking these advanced classes because there's a lot to learn from these guys. They're definitely probably our 4 top traders that we have in the Discord. Or at least close to. But you definitely want to be checking out those Penny Boys advanced classes when they come out. But in the meantime, I will be having PBU alumni bonus classes. As you can see, you can find them in the PBU trading class area. So as you can see, we have one on the DMI indicator. We have one on the ADX indicator. These are all indicators by Willis Wilder. We have some on the SAR indicator, which you can use, the parabolic SAR, which you use to determine stop losses, and the ATR, which can help to determine stock volatility. Oops, let me go back to the free live stream chat. Where are you guys? There you are. All right, so yeah, those are some PBU bonus classes, but like I said, we also have some advanced classes coming up in the future. So for those of you who are PBU alumni, those of you who are going to be PBU alumni, have a lot to look forward to. We have some other streams in the works as well, specifically for the PBU alumni. That was funny, CTR. Dang. CTR. What's your name? CRTRJXN. That's CRTRJXN. I think I got that right. Waddle. So yeah, that is options. So yeah, so definitely we also have James Legends doing some options streams, live streams, kind of like this one on Sunday. I'm definitely going to be learning from him. I would suggest y'all join as well. I mean, there's always something to learn. Like, I'm not going to front and pretend that I know everything. No one knows everything. Not even, like Fast Eddie doesn't know everything. Mr. Stocklock probably doesn't know everything. Big Quench, James Legends, they don't know everything. It's impossible to know everything in the stock market. I know these guys. Everyone's learning something new every day. So that kind of goes with the whole overconfidence thing. It's really important to realize that, the best way to make bread is to learn how to make bread in the stock market, and to be aware that there's always something to learn. So another way, and this one will go in a little bit more detail, another way to make money on when the stock market is going, I do like cheesy jokes, when the stock market is going down or red, is you can use ETFs, or more specifically inverse ETFs. So these are bearish ETFs, meaning bearish means that bears want the stock market to go down, bulls want the stock market to go up, and pigs are the greedy people who chase stocks and just want to make money. We want to be bears and bulls, but we do not want to be pigs. So, inverse ETFs. So an ETF is an exchange traded fund. I actually do have a full video on WTD penny boys. All right, pennies equals dollars. That was good. Pennies equals doll hairs gets one more raffle ticket. I think these will be 5 raffle tickets each, actually, so you have 10 raffle tickets now. So, snack that smiles back. That's funny. Didn't laugh, though. What the duck? Where was I? So, yeah, so with ETFs, and like I said, I do have a full video on ETFs on the WTD. This WTD Penny Boys on YouTube, if you want to check out what ETFs are and how they work. Basically, the short version is exchange traded fund. So it's like a bundle of stocks or commodities that you can buy and sell as one entity. So picture an ETF like, you have your one football player. An ETF is like a fantasy football team. It's a bunch of a bunch of different players together that you put together. That the ETF's kind of the same way. So we'll go to how kind of that works in a second. So these can be bought and sold just like stocks. They're not options. It's not shorting. You just buy them, and you just buy them and you sell them just like stocks. So that's kind of the least risky way of being a bear in the market is going with these inverse ETFs. There are ETFs for a bunch of different things. You have airlines, like JETS or Jets. You have gold, JNUG, as well as oil, UCO. So these are all bullish ETFs. They go up when their sector goes up. So like I was saying, those ones go up when the sector goes up. You also have the bearish ETFs, which we're going to get into. But just here's an example of how an ETF kind of works. So for example, Jets ETF, it's not just one airline. You have Southwest Airlines in this ETF. You have Delta, you have 9% of Delta. You have 9% of American Airlines. It's kind of like a blue chip, those blue chips where it has has some Apple, has a little bit of Apple, has a little bit of Tesla, has a little bit of Amazon. It's kind of the same way, but these ETFs are more categorized. So for instance, Jets has a bunch of airlines, as you can see, Air Canada, American Airlines. So if you're bullish on airlines in general, this would be an ETF that you would want to buy. If because let's just say you buy American Airline only. Let's say airlines start to do well, then American Airlines, the CEO has a scandal or whatever, or whatever, the earnings for that one company might not be good. Then you're going to lose money. You're going to lose money because you're in that one stock. But if you're in all these stocks and airlines airlines are doing well, and Alaskan Air Group isn't, you still have all these other stocks to make up for that. So that is how ETFs kind of work. Just a little. Like I said, you also have bearish ETFs. So here's an example. I'm just going to pull this. Oh, it doesn't work. So you have ETFs. You have your bullish and your bearish. And as you can see, so you have TQQQ, SQQQ. These are the bearish and bullish ETFs. So one's bearish, one's bullish. Same with these two. One's like the counterpart. That's the counterpart. We'll go over this in a second. But as you can see, so for this one right here, this one's going up. This one goes down because one's bearish, one's bullish. This one goes up, this one goes down, and it's kind of the same movements. Like this one's moving this way down, that one kind of moved the complete opposite way up, as you can see. So this is one way of you can just kind of have these on your watch list and you can kind of just see how the market is doing in general. You can see, oh, it looks like the bearish ETF for the S&P 500 is making money, which means the S&P 500 is not doing so well. Oil is not doing well. Oil is doing well. Gold is doing well. Gold is not doing well. It's good to have these in your watch list. So, for instance, JNUG goes up when gold is up. JDST goes up when gold goes down. UCO goes up when oil goes up. SCO goes up when oil goes down. Then you have SPXL. That one goes up when the S&P 500 is up, and then SPXS goes up when the S&P 500 is down. And then you have TQQ and SQQ, which is the same deal for the NASDAQ. TQQ is a bullish, meaning it goes up when the market's up, or when the NASDAQ's up, and SQQ goes down, goes up when the market is down. So in theory, if you think that the market's going to go down, a very safe way to invest is, or to trade is you can go into some of these bearish ETFs, and you'll make money when the market goes down. And there are a bunch of other ETFs you could use, like SPY. That one's a little more expensive. There's iPath, S&P 500 VIX short-term futures, and a lot of others, like that one I just mentioned, the iPath. That one measures market volatility. So there are a bunch of different ETFs, and we can go over a bunch of the fun ones, like the more advanced ones, in our PBU alumni bonus classes. And I'll make a little handout and all that fun stuff for that as well. We'll be doing a lot more of these bonus classes as the time goes on. Yeah, so you keep those tickers on your watch list as well. And there's a whole bunch of other ones as well. Oh, there you go. There's T-Frost. Yes, I love it when people, like I said, there's always something to learn. So, T-Frost was like, oh, I always wonder what those were. Well, here we go. Now we know. Ooh, that almost got me. Wait, what? Okay, I didn't see that. Wait, is that the same? I'm going to give that to pennies equals dollars. I'm pretty sure that's... Wait, who is that? Is that pennies equals dollars, or is that somebody else? I know Void has like a free and a non-free account. Alright. So who are you then? Because I'm not going to write down, unless you're going to keep it as penis equals dollars. I'm not going to write down that. Trash Junior. Okay. That's. What the heck? I'm going to give you 3 tickets for that. That was too funny. And then I'll give 3 pennies equals doll hairs just because that was too funny. Oh man, I could not stop laughing at that one. If I reread the first joke, I don't know. Try me. I just don't know where it is. Scroll up, duck for laughs. There's too much support on the laughter. He's bound to. All right. So anyway, you just had to repost it. Pennies equals. God damn it. Pennies equals raffle tickets. All right. There's another one for pennies equals doll hairs, aka raffle tickets. How long has that been there? Penis equals dollars. Oh, I keep forgetting this is recorded. It's on YouTube. Anyway, so as you can see, we have a lot of fun in Penny. Let me see if it still is recording. It is. So as you can see, we have a lot of fun in Penny Boys. We know how to joke around. We also know how to be serious and make some bread, because we are not only a community that helps each other out, we also make each other laugh, as you can see. So, God, that's too funny. I'm still laughing at that. Kill to death ratio goes insane. Legit thought Duck was talking himself like it. I'm not going to try to even spell that. I'm just going to copy and paste that one. Pennies equal dollar. Oh, and you're orange too. That's cool. All right. So let's move on. So those are ETFs. So those of you, like I said, in Penny Boys University, I'll be posting this exact handout for you guys. I'll make a separate video for this as well. So, if you guys want to have access to, so you can see some of the ETFs, and we'll go over some other ones in the bonus classes for PBU. So you can put some more on your watch list, just so you can kind of see, I keep doing that, how the market is doing. So look at all these deals. Now we're going to be going over what happens if an alert comes out, maybe it's a few days ago, a week ago, and you see that it is way under entry. Does this mean that it's a deal? Does this mean it's a good buy? Or does this mean that it's maybe not a good play because it went down so much? Well, the only way to really know that is, the first step you would honestly do is I would search. So I would search in the search bar. I would use what we know from this channel. Where is it? How to find alert info. you can go to this channel, or if you're in Penny Boys University, we go over this in our second class. This teaches you how to search different alerts. So what you can do is you can search the alert, see what, let's just say the alert is from Big Quench. So you can search Big Quench, and then type in the ticker. That way you can see everything that, this is a free live stream chat, let's talk free. So that you can see everything that, the alerter said about it, and then, maybe you can see that they said, oh, I stopped out. That's the first step, is just to see if the alerter stopped out. Doesn't mean that you have to. It's really up to you. If you have a technical or fundamental reason to stay in, then that's fine. I've stayed in stocks that have been told that they stopped out before, and I made money off of them, and I've also not, So, that's really up to you. But yeah, you can definitely search the alert, and then you can see if they said they stopped out. You can see what other people are saying about it. That's like the first step. Second step is to do your own due diligence. Make some doll hairs, make some penis. Oof, that one was hard not to laugh at. I need a second, I'm gonna laugh okay, so let's talk about the new refrigerator. Are you being serious? I want one that has dispensable cervezas. Actually, that's just a beer tap. Actually, you can just buy that. Never mind. Oh, damn, I just laughed at that. All right, so who was that? Penny Sequels? Trash Junior. Okay. So, one way another way to do that is after you search and see what other people are saying. Because you don't want to only base your trade off of what other people are saying. You want to base it off of your own due diligence, your own decision-making skills. Another way to do that is, like I said, to do your own due diligence. So, for instance, you're at a car dealership, right? And you see a 2018 BMW 5 Series 530e. I don't know anything about cars, so I don't know what the heck that means, but I just looked it up online, and apparently it goes, one that has 25k miles on it goes for around 30k. Community, that's the best show ever. Pennies equals dollars. So you go to a car dealership, you see a 2018 BMW 5 Series 530e, has 25k miles on it, and you know that this is usually worth around 30k used. But the dealership, this one's priced at 20k. That's 10k off. That's a huge deal. But you're not just going to go blindly buy it because it's a great deal. You want to know, why is it a good deal? So you tell the dealer, show me the Carfax, or whatever you want to do. So you go, you see the report in the car, you do an inspection, it turns out the engine's busted, the radio doesn't work, the parking brake is stuck, one of the windows won't open, there's a homeless person in the back trunk still sitting there, and they're not alive, and the lock on the passenger side door doesn't work. So, thankfully you didn't just buy blindly, thankfully you did your due diligence. So you realize that, yeah, this is on, it's lower than what it usually is, it's on discount, but I don't want that car. Show me the duck facts. Got me there. Jeff P. That was a good one. Show me the duck facts. I like that. I should make that into a shirt. Some merch. I would have. You would have bought that one? But they're not alive. There's one thing if they're alive, and then maybe you can have a friend that you're like, all right, well, we all buy this one just because it comes with a buddy, but not that buddy ain't there anymore. Only one dead hitchhiker, the other one must have fell out. Damn it, you gotta get me a lot right now. So, show me the Carfax. There's a reason why the car's on discount. So you don't want to buy that one. Maybe you look at the Carfax, you just realize that, everything's right with the car. It's just the price of the cars recently have just gone down. So, it's on discount just because of that. So now you're like, oh, I want to buy this car. It's on it. This is actually on discount, and it's a legitimate car. Same thing goes with the alerts. Alert comes out a couple days ago. You want to see the Carfax or the duck facts. Fart the duck. So you want to see the Carfax of these alerts, especially ones that are old. You want to see, why is a stock on discount? Why did it go down? If it went down on earnings, maybe you don't want to get into it. It went down because of a reverse split. Maybe you don't want to get into it. It went down because there was the company had like a huge, what's the word? The company had a big controversy or, a scandal. That's what I was trying to say. A scandal. The company had a huge fart, as Trash Junior says. yeah, that's, you know, that's one reason why you might not want to get into a stock. So it's good to have, you know, that's the equivalent to, you know, finding the car doesn't work, or, you know, is busted and the radio doesn't work, or there's a dead hitchhiker in the back. That's the equivalent to seeing, you know, doing your due diligence and realizing, oh, this stock, you know, had a reverse split, it did this, it did that, I don't want to get into it. Or, you know, you can go and, you know, and do your due diligence and see that, you know, maybe the stock just went down because the market's down a little bit. You know, maybe the stock went down because it's just trying to find a support. It's just trying to find a bottom. Now it's on a discount because, you know, it's finding that support. You could have bought, you know, 10% above, but now you're buying, you know, you're buying on discount, and the stock, it still has all the reasons to go back up. It's just finding a little bit of a support. So that would mean that it's still a good play to get into if it works for your plan. You know, if if your target or the target or whatever target you want to use matches up with your risk to reward ratio, which we go over in Penny Boys University. Actually, this week we went over that. But yeah, that's the same thing. Like, for instance, like a new car. So they're taking a new alert that just came out that is currently at entry. Is kind of like buying a brand new car. Yeah, you want to do a little bit of due diligence. You want to make sure that the car is right for you, but that's just some basic due diligence. You know, with a new car, you can assume that it's not broken. It's a new car. With a used car or like an old alert, you want to do a little bit more digging. But with like a new alert, you can kind of assume, this is still, you know, it's just came out, it's at entry. Do a little bit of due diligence, make sure it's a good play for you, but you don't have to go crazy, you know, like you would with a used car or an old alert. So, because I know someone was asking, you know, what do I do if an alert's under entry? That's one thing that you can do, or you can just ask in PBU chat, and we can, you know, we'll give you what we think about the alert. But you know, it's ultimately up to you whether or not you get into play and whether or not it works on your. I actually don't. Right now, I'm doing almond milk, and I don't even eat cereal because cereal's not on my diet right now. But who was that? Booj. That was funny. That's hilarious. You got a car, you got a car, you got a car. He just Spanish laughed over there, Penny School Scholar. Ja. A duck diet, yeah. Hey, if you can go on WTD Penny Boys YouTube, and there's 2 videos on how to make smoothies if you want to go on a diet as well. That was back when I was making those the smoothie videos. But anyway, so I want a duck diet. Oh, dang it. You got me again. Was that Tigers? Something Tigers. I'm not going to try to pronounce that. Show us how to make a smoothie right now. I can, damn it. I can do that after if y'all really want, but times 2. Yeah, there actually are 2 videos. I have a morning smoothie and a nighttime smoothie on my YouTube page. All right. So that's just one way to determine if an alert potentially is still a buy or not, because, you know, just because it's on discount or lower than alert entry, you know, it could be a bad play because there could be a reason that I don't even know who that is, but there could be a reason that you know, the alert went down. And then lastly, this is just really quick, we recommend keeping around 20 to 30% of your portfolio in cash. This way you have capital available if there is a red market and you want to take advantage of the dips, because a lot of these red markets, or a lot of Fridays, a lot of people sell off because Fridays people don't want to hold stocks over the weekend, especially penny stocks, because of how volatile they are, and all it takes is, you know, that 2-day weekend, all it takes is one little bit of news, and Monday comes around and your stock went down 20%, like right at open. So, we recommend keeping around 20% of cash available. One reason is, you know, in case there is a red market, you want to take advantage of the dips, or something crazy happens in the stock market you want to take advantage of. For instance, the Tesla or Apple does a forward split like they did a little bit ago, or there's stimulus news, or vaccine news, or presidency news, or you really want to buy AMC, or whatever it may be. You want to have cash on the side just in case, or in case an alert comes up that you really want to get into. You did your due diligence on, you feel super confident about it. The last thing you want to have is, you know, just have money, you know, have to see there's money to be made and just not have the money to put into that, you know, into that stock or into, you know, into that market. So 32-1 ratio right now. Booge, stop. That's too funny. I tried to open a bag of chips with scissors. Where do you get these from? A firecracker. That's good. I like that one. Oh, dang, I did laugh on that one. Jess, that was the slightest of laughs, but you did get me. Okalink. King something? 2739. Get rid of that. Okay. So that is as far as the class or the bonus class goes. Now we had a little fun. So in Penny Boys University, we do some fun things as well, just in Penny Boys in general in the premium. That was good. The social security number, mailing address, the whole 9 yards. Good, we're still recording. You two people are gonna have a blast with this one. So we did ask a question. We had some fun in Penny Boys University in PBU. Vika knows about. Vika, stop. We don't talk about that one. So we asked the question in Penny Boys University. We asked, and this was just for fun. Did you have diamond hands with AMC or GME? This is totally not a real question, but the funniest answer gets $25 automatically during the weekly $75 giveaways. That's going to be tonight. So these next two people automatically get $5 cash for answering this in the funniest way. It's just the one that made me laugh the hardest. Like, as you guys can see, I love laughing. We love having fun here in Penny Boys University. I think that there needs to be a little bit of a mix between seriousness and fun, especially when learning something like this, like stock trading. It's just so in-depth. It's nice to be able to laugh at yourself, like I'm doing with Booge's comments, and just laugh in general, like we all do. In the lounge, like Mikey, who always joins us, is really funny. We have a lounge chat in the premium Discord where it's a voice chat where all of us can hang out and chat. As you can see, all these members are super funny, so it's a really fun time. 2 ducks. Oh, jeez. Okay, so the question was, did you have diamond hands with AMC or GME? This is totally not a real question, and I totally do not recommend doing those type of plays, AMC or GME. Those are pump plays. Those are chasing plays. Those are not plays that if you want to make money over time that you should be YOLOing on. It's one thing scalping it or being smart about it, but you don't want to just get into a play because just to get into it. I personally did get into AMC. Full disclosure, I also preach in Penny Boys. The guides myself. In Penny Boys University, I preach being as open as possible, being as transparent as possible. I'm never going to lie to you guys. I'm never going to pretend that I'm never going to tell you that I've been trading for this long. I know all these things or da 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 da. I don't care about all that. If what I teach here in Penny Boys University helps you, that's amazing. That's really what we care about, is just helping people. I got into AMC. I bought AMC at like $25. I'm not gonna lie. Why? Well, I heard about this all a little bit late. I wish I heard about it a day before, but I heard about it like right at the top, and all I heard was, this was me just trading based off my emotions. I heard, hey, we're the little people, and we're gonna fight Wall Street. And me being progressive and being, the kind of person who likes to fight the man and who thinks that the little people, are being treated unfairly, which is why Penny Boys University even became a thing. When I first started, it was because I wanted us, the people who, aren't the hedge funds and aren't the people who, who have $1 million or, $25K in their account, can day trade, I wanted to help the people who are like me, who have smaller accounts, who might not know, might not have been in the stock market for so long, people who hedge funds and pump and dumpers take advantage of stereotypically. I wanted to try to get as many of those kind of people away from from the chasers and from the people who take advantage of us, and into a program where you can actually learn to trade and kind of give the middle finger to pump and dumpers, and give the middle finger to Wall Street, and give the middle finger to all those the people who manipulate the market. Now that's kind of the whole thing about Penny Boys University. Yes, it's about learning the steps of trading, from the basics to trading psychology, the whole Penny Boys University is geared towards making a trading plan and learning how to use that trading plan, and then learning how to develop that trading plan and keep developing that plan, and of course charting as well. But another reason that we have Penny Boys University is to stick it to the man, because there are just too many people out there in the stock market losing money. And a lot of those people are people who don't have a lot of money to lose. So a lot of them aren't the people who have millions of dollars that who cares if they lose money. A lot of people, they have rent due, they have families. They lost their job because of COVID, and there's people out there who are pumping and dumping stocks and causing these people to lose money, like money that they can't afford to lose in theory. And that being said, don't put money into the stock market you can't afford to lose. But I like to think that Penny Boys University is helping the little people get away, and not only just helping little people, also making it harder for the pump and dumpers and the chasers. I'm sorry, the pump and dumpers and the market manipulators and all that. So the whole, us together being strong, I know that's like the, the whole, Wall Street bets. I know they're saying that. I agree with them, but not in the same sense that they're doing it. I don't think that we just need to. That's what they're doing is more of a pump and dump. Traders together strong. I'm thinking more so traders are together strong when we learn together and help each other and grow together. Not just when we buy the same stock together. That's whatever. That's a pump and dump. No, I'm all about learning together. That way we can hopefully stop giving our hard-earned money away, the money that we don't necessarily want to be losing because we don't have all that money to be giving away to people who, are millionaires and hedge funds and pump and dumpers who have, $100,000 accounts that are just taking advantage of us. Let's give those guys the finger by learning how to trade and stop giving them our money, because it is our money. It's not their money. Anyway, so rant over. Sorry about that. Yeah, that's why I bought AMC. That was my way of sticking to the man. It was based off emotions. It wasn't smart. I did it with my YOLO account. This is, account with stimulus money and, free stocks and stuff like that. It's profit and whatever. Money, I was really, really cool with losing. I wouldn't have never done that with my actual account. But, build a bear. But, I did it. I traded on my emotion with that one. My emotion being F the man, whatever. So yeah, I admit it, and it was. I know now in the future, maybe next time that something like this happens, I'll take a step back and really think about it, and maybe instead of trying to YOLO my account to stick it to Wall Street, or maybe I'll just donate to a charity or something that is trying to do the same thing. Maybe that's the best way from now on for me to stick it to the man. This is But anyway, that's just me. But yeah, no, it happens. Those of you who did lose money in AMC and GME, it happens. When I first started out in Penny Boys, I was down bigly, and now I'm up even after. I think I'm down $2,000 on AMC, and I'm still up just overall because of Penny Boys. I was down $800, and I turned that into a lot more than $800, and even just using $1,000 account, I was able to make a lot of profits. Turn that $1,000 account at 2.5. Now it's a 5K account, and just because it's the confidence is as you learn, as you develop your plan, you get more confident. You get more confident using more money. And so the goal is for those of you who did lose money in GameStop and AMC, don't rush it trying to make that money back. But our goal here is to help you learn how to make that money back and how to get some financial freedom, so that ideally that doesn't happen again. Anyway, so did you have diamond hands with AMC or GME? This is totally not a real question, but the funniest answer gets $25 automatically during the weekly $75 giveaway. And the first winner is Frank Burton. So this is our winner from the PBU class of 2021. Frank Burton says, I haven't got time to answer. I'm trying to find a cardboard box to live in. Because it looks like Frank Burton did what I did and YOLO'd on AMC or GME, and now they were down a lot. So I thought I don't think it's funny that that happened to them, obviously, but hopefully that I know the $25 isn't going to be a life changer, but I hope that at the very least brightens your day. You won $25 cash, Frank Burton, but that is funny, right? Okay, I thought that was clever, but and that being said, Frank, if you if you want some help, definitely feel free to DM me. We can try to get your account back on track. Gets you a plan, but like I said, let's not rush anything. When you rush things trying to make money back that you lost, that's when you make emotional decisions, and our goal is to make good decisions and not gamble. We want to trade. But yeah, so definitely feel free to, and this is for anyone. If if you're down a lot on whatever, like, I'm not going to tell you what to do with the stocks. That's not what we're really about. But I can definitely help you get back on track and maybe give you some suggestions. But ultimately, it's really up to you. Dana, oh God, that was good. Dana just gets 3 for that. So Dana says that with those $25 cash that that Frank Burton just won, he can now buy 5 more shares of AMC. That was funny. But yeah. See, I love that, Tigers. See, that's what I love about this community. Just people like that who like genuinely. Wait, what? We won't get water back. Where did that even come from? We won't get water back. Oh, I'm sorry about that, T Frost. Yeah, if there's anything that we can do or anything you need, just just message me or just put it in PBU chat. We got a lot of great people in there. Or even if it's just someone to talk to. That's what we're here for. We're here. We're not just here to help you all trade. We're here to help you all in general. Obviously, we're not like life coaches or anything like that, but. If even just like just a conversation can help, just make you feel more confident in the market or just in general, whatever we can do to help. That's what we're here for. And then Imagine Ching wins for the class of 2020 graduates. Imagine Ching says, this Aries girl has been mined from the deep big hole, naturally born in the rough, deep in the core of the pit. She has been dug up, broken up, and blasted into pieces, then transported within the Reddit Wall Street bets crushers, where she was shined and polished, made soft, smooth, and shiny. Once this diamond was ready, her hands grasped GME at AMC gently but firmly with vengeance of retribution and karma. She sits, contemplating, watching, smiling, waiting, patiently, for her diamond hands to manipulate their hardness to create the most amazing orgasmic blast off to the moon. So, God, shut the duck, really. And the plot changes. That's pretty good. I don't even know who that is, honestly, though. Yeah, I thought that was just really clever. I do creative writing as a it's important to have what's the word hobbies. So you don't want to get too you don't want to get too invested in investing. You don't want to make it control your life. There's a fine line between researching and learning and then letting it control you, because that could even lead to pointer. We're not going to go there, but that's funny. Even that could lead to emotional trading, is over trading, or just just getting like how it can be when you get overwhelmed with with a certain aspect. So it's nice it's good to know when to take a break from trading. Right now, I'm taking a break from trading. I haven't traded in like 2 weeks, I don't think, because I know that after AMC, I was feeling a certain emotion. I just needed to take a break, because I knew I probably wouldn't be trading the best of my abilities. So I'm taking a little break right now. But I'm probably gonna get back into it next week, and I'll be starting to do some live streams where I go over some watch lists and stuff like that. Ooh, Mikey, good luck snow plowing. I love creative writing. But yeah, I really like that Imagine Ching. That was funny. That was great. So Imagine Ching, Frank Burton, make sure to message me what the duck on our Discord so that you can claim your prize. And next up, really quickly, so I know this one went kind of long, we're going to go over the homework really quickly. The first homework was, and then we have 2 more raffles to do? Correct, yeah. So really quickly, homework number 13 was over trading strategies, portfolio diversification. We went over different types of ways of diversifying your portfolio. You can diversify as far as your sectors go, as far as the alerter goes. Maybe you want to get in. I forgot I had this up. Yeah, maybe you want to instead of getting in 10 of or 7 of Lee's or of a Mr. Stop Loss Profits plays, or just only 7 of Big Quench's plays. They are 2 different traders with 2 different types of alerts, which is why I love the fact that we have both of them, because they both trade so differently. Maybe you trade more like Mr. Stop Loss Profits, so maybe you want to diversify your portfolio in a sense where you're a little bit heavier in Mr. Stop Loss Profits alerts because you're better at trading them. Maybe you trade a little bit more like Big Quench, so the vice versa. So it's good to be able to diversify your portfolio as far as who the alerter is. I know, right, Jeff? Time does go by when you're having fun. with the PBU crew. But again, also another way a diversifying portfolio is in sectors. You know, we always say don't go 100% into one stock. So actually, really quickly, that's another way to diversify your portfolio is to not go in all in on one stock, because if that stock goes down, it's going to be pretty hard for you to make that money back unless you keep just YOLOing, which is eventually going to possibly tank your account. So we suggest around like 5 to 10% per play, 15% if you're really feeling confident. So if you have like $1,000 in an account, you want to do around $100 per play. That's just a suggestion. Really, it's up to you. That's what we suggest. It's worked out for me so far. I've been using when I do my plan. I trade based on my plan religiously. Like, I don't break this part. You know, I try not to break any of these things, and it's worked out for me. But yeah, the reason why we don't do that is if you're 100% in one play, and that play doesn't do well, then your whole portfolio is going to not do well. The same thing goes with these sectors, though. Like if you are, let's say you're in 7 stocks, but they're all energy stocks, and energy sector doesn't do well, then your whole portfolio is going to go down. It's the same thing as being in 100% in one play, because if you're in a sector that's not doing well and you're all in on that sector, even though you're diversifying your plays, you know, a 10%, 10%, 10%, they're all in the same field. Like, that's like, you know, instead of, you know, in theory, you know, you can bet on, if you can bet on like a baseball player doing well or a football player doing well, so, you know, you can bet, like, I think this one football player is going to do well. You know, and then let's just say you think that this other, you know, you bet on like 5 different football players from different teams. Chances are at least 1 or 2 or 3 of them might do well. They're all on different teams. If you bet that 5 people, like in fantasy football, you put 5 people on the same team on your team. In fantasy football, you get points when your player scores points. Chances are, if you have 5 players on the same team, all 5 of them aren't going to be scoring touchdowns, because that's just how football works. You know, there's usually not that high scoring where you can have 5 people scoring touchdowns. So the same thing goes with the sectors. You want to kind of diversify. You know, you have one in materials, one in the financials, one in energy, you know, one in information technology, and then using this handout, you can kind of see, you know, how all these sectors work, like, you know, which ones are which. You know, and you can just go to the handout to see that. But yeah, it's really important to know. You know, you can go to Webull and you go to the About section, and it'll tell you what kind of a sector the stock is. And you can go to FinViz, and you go to the actual stock, and it'll tell you. But that's just really important to know, just so you aren't heavy in like real estate, and then if real estate goes down, your whole account goes down. You kind of want to diversify. And then, of course, yes, that's diversification. We also just kind of go over, you know, just kind of figuring out what kind of trader you are, and, you know, based off of that, you know, where you could be diversifying. You know, we go over Lee versus Quench's plays and how to diversify those. So really quickly, PBU class homework number 13. So what is the goal of risk management? It's to have your wins outweigh your losses. So it's not to make it so that you don't have any losses. Risk management isn't about not losing. Losing does happen. You know, when you fall, you get back up. You learn from it. And in this case, losses are what keeps your portfolio alive. You know, a 10% loss, as long as, you know, if you get one 10% loss and 3 10% wins, you're up 20% for the day. But if you get, you know, 2 10% wins and then you have 1 loss that you don't sell for that 10%, you let it keep going down, it turns into a 30% loss. You're now even. You just all your wins just got outweighed by your losses. Now it's, you know, now you're not making any money. So the goal is to make more profits than you do losses, but losses are how you save your account from being, you know, those big losses. It's kind of like, you know, with baseball. You know, you get a pitch that you don't like, you might take it, even though it's a strike. You know, it happens. Ted Williams is one of the best batters in the world, and he would just wait for his pitch. He would foul off pitches he didn't like. He would wait for his pitch. You know, same thing goes with trading. You know, you want to be picky with the plays you get into. How can you diversify your portfolio? Well, one way is to diversify the amount of stocks you are in, so 10% per play or something along those lines. The style of trading diversification, so maybe swings, day trades, options. Maybe you want to be 20% in options, you know, 10% in day trades, and then, you know, 70% in swings, because swings are less risky, you know, whatever it may be. Risky makes me tipsy. Dr. Hassman, happy to see you here in the PBU. That's awesome. I remember seeing in the free area. You were awesome there too. Which one is a sector? And that's going to be materials. Weed is not a sector. Train stations are not a sector. Even airports are not a sector. And we go over what ones are the sectors in PBU. Materials is a sector. That being said, if you take weed into an airport, You can go to, well, I don't even want to try and go with that. Anyway, these are companies, it's late. These are companies, I'm like running like 2 hours of sleep. These are companies whose products are bought with discretionary income. So that means that they're not day-to-day necessities. It's like hotels, restaurants, and luxury goods are not necessary. They're not necessities. And that would be consumer discretionary, as opposed to like consumer services or information technology. He has been to the airport. Pennies equals dollars. Not in my pocket. No, I'm kidding. I don't know who want to drive a clever losing $2 and robbing now. I use Weevil. I'm a totally different person. Yeah. Another thing, with your losses, don't let those emotions. Don't let a loss affect how you trade for the rest of the. What the heck? Oh, bot. I was like, what? God, Tiger, that's funny. Yeah, you don't want to let one loss affect the way that you trade forever. That's one, losses happen. You just got to learn from it and move on to it. And that's why we track our trades. We track our trades so we know what we did wrong, what we did right, and what we can do about it. I track all of my trades. As a matter of fact, I can show you. I haven't been trading in a minute, so this is a little bit out of, not up to date, but so I track every single trade that I get into. This is my post trades for 2020 from October till the end of the year. So I'll track all my trades. I'll say, what the trades are and what the stocks are. I'll say if it's yellow, it means it's an option. Did I trade with my plan? Yes or no? How did I do on the stock? If it's in green, like this means that it went over, I made more than my plan. So it means I had like a stop loss set and it kept going up. So I had like a trailing stop. These ones, the blue underline means that it hit my profit 10% goal. And then the red ones underline means it hit my stop loss 10% goal, which is perfectly fine. And, as you can see here, 1, 2, 3, 3, 4, 5, there's like 5 or 6 losses, but I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, like 14, 15, 16, 18 wins, all the same. They're all around $10 each. So as my risk-reward ratio is 1-to-1, which we'll go over in a second, Wristward Ratio. But as you can see, I'm making money, even though I'm losing on some plays, so it's okay. And then I put the entry date and the exit date. That way I can know how long the play take, and I can see, maybe if I lost money, I can see, maybe I got in too fast or whatever it may be. And then I have my notes, what I did wrong, what I did right. And then I have my daily note taking where I, put the date, did I follow my plan, how was my portfolio, in this case, I went from 1023 to 1231, went from 1,000 to 1,600, and that was me trading super passively. Like I maybe traded like 30 minutes a day, like for 3 days a week. So, that's just using the alerts too. And then I do all the notes and all that. But, even with the alerts, you're not going to be guaranteed to make money. You have to be able to trade with the plan, which, as you can see, I was doing, and being able to adjust your plan. And the way to adjust your plan is to take notes so you know what works and what doesn't. And then, as you can see, you want your wins to outweigh your losses. So I have, these are all my swing trades. I made, in those 3 months or 2 months, whatever, I made, $500 in swing trades. I lost around 200, so that's a $300 profit. In theory, if I had a bigger account, it would have been like a $3,000 profit, $30,000 profit, whatever it may be. But to me, that's profit. So if I can do that, with a $1,000 account, if I had like a $10,000 account, I'd be, walking with a lot more money. So it's good to walk before you learn how to run. Or, use the green. I'll use a $1,000 account to practice this plan. It's kind of like going the green circles before going the black diamonds when skiing. And then I have my, my total P&L for my alerts. For my options. So I have all my. I keep forgetting about that. I have all my my options here. As you can see, I like to trade Uber a lot. So I have $400 in gains, $60 in losses in options, and then total. I have my total wins, total losses, total swing plays. So 60 trades, 43 wins, 17 losses. 72% of that would 72% of my trades were wins, 28% were losses for swing trades. For options, I was 64% wins, 36% losses, and then total, 70% to 30%. So me using a 1-to-1 ratio, all I need to do is be 50%. But as you can see, I was 60%, or what is it? Yeah, 70% total. So I, in theory, could have done, I could have done maybe like a 2-to-1 ratio, or even like a 3-1 ratio. But I did a 1-to-1, so I still end up profitable. But now I have all these notes, so I can I can tell what what worked, what didn't, and then go from there. I have all these little note taking. I haven't filled anything out yet. And then I have my watch list. So this is my cash account watch list with all the plays of my own, kind of like where they are currently. Actually, I haven't checked this in a while. It looks like some of them are actually doing pretty well. And all these plays, as you can see, I say what kind of plays or scans I use from FinViz. All of these scans are word for word the scans that I use or that I put down in our FinViz class for Penny Boys University. So in theory, so make sure we're recording still. Yeah, in theory, over time, with learning from PBU, you can start to do this on your own. That being said, there's nothing compared to the actual trades that these are my trades from alerts. These ones are, I know these scans are great and all, but they're nothing compared to Lee or Big Quench's scans. Like, they've been doing this for way longer. But I mean, as far as I'm concerned, this works for me. I got a couple over 100%. A lot of them already hit over 100%. So to me, that means I'm doing something right. And now I know which plays, like low floats for me, like which ones did better than the short squeeze. What scans did better than other scans. So it's important to take notes. Note taking is super duper important. And if you join Penny Boys University, you'll be able to get all those scans I did and be able to learn how to use those and the inception screen. And yeah, that was Die Jimmy. That was funny though. A screen within a screen. Die Jimmy equals 2. Okay. So homework. Back to the homework. Using 3% of your portfolio in each play would be an example of. So we go over concentration versus diversification. So some traders tell you that you should be focusing on concentration, and some say you should be focusing on diversification. Every trader's different. That's why that's why we trade based off our own plan. Concentration would be concentrating on like 3 or 4 or 5 stocks, maybe putting like 25% into each play. That's a little bit on the riskier side. And then diversification is like 3% or 5%, like for investors, like a bunch of different play. You're diversifying, like really diversifying, whereas concentration is the complete opposite. We kind of do it in the middle because we're traders. We like to do like that 7 to 10% area, whereas investors like to do the diversification. Investors will have like a bunch of investments, around 3% each or 5% each, whatever. Whereas people who do concentration, they only trade like 3 or 4 stocks over and over again. They might be doing 25%, but that's a little bit risky. And both of these take skill sets, and we go over in Penny Boys University which ones might be best geared towards you. But we also, as traders, we do like a little bit of in between. Logged in at Brazil. Maybe it's all that name changing. At Penny Boys, we recommend around 3% and no more than 5% of your portfolio per trade. It's also recommended to have around 30% cash on the side, just in case a special circumstance comes up. And we go over this in detail in PBU class number 4, and that is actually false. So yes, we do go over that in PBU class number 4. I'll keep doing that. And yes, we do recommend 20 to 30% cash on the side, but at Penny Boys, we recommend around 5 to 10%, 15% if you're really feeling, what's your password? If you're really feeling confident, TSLAGI. That was funny. What's your password? And Trash Junior got me about the Brazil thing. What did I just do? So that is that. We're gonna go back to the homework really quick. Lee typically does day trades only. That is false. Lee typically does swing trades. You're looking mighty penguin. Wow, you can't even see me. Damn it. You got me again. That was Trash Junior. We got 9 already. Wow. So I saw Joe yesterday. Fuck. Dr. Houseman. I don't even know why that got me. Okay. So Lee typically does longer plays. Not longer, sorry. Lee typically does swing plays. He likes those beaten down plays, the ones that have an overreaction, because stocks aren't, they're not only based off a technical analysis. Stock movement isn't just based off the charts, it's also based off of just trader sentiment or just market emotion in theory, because When a stock goes up, it's because people are buying it, and when it goes down, it's because people are selling it. But that's because they're people, and these are people that's doing this, and we all have emotions. We all have tendencies. So sometimes, like, you know, a stock might get bad news, and everyone will panic sell, like we were going over before, like what happens during a red market. And then someone like us, we can use the charts and see, that was an overreaction. It went from $5 to $2. In theory, that news should have brought it down to maybe $3.50. Let's buy and then ride that wave back up to where it should be trading at. That's how you trade an overreaction. That's kind of what Lee does, and those are not day trades. Those typically take a couple days. And if you work 9 to 5 and prefer long-term stocks, you should look into our retirement plays. Our retirement plays are plays that last 3 months or longer. Those are ones that you put in your investment account. You set it and forget it. Just throw it into your account, and you don't really have to worry about it. It's like Apple or Tesla, you know, back before those were the really volatile stocks. But yeah, so then class 14, we go to Wristward Ratio. This is basically figuring out how much risk to reward you're willing to put into each play. So for me, my current plan, I was doing a 1-to-1 Wristward Ratio. That means for each risk, I'm doing the same amount of reward. So for me, I was doing a 10. So once I'm in 100% of my intended position, I would set a stop loss at 10%. I would set a take profit at 10%, and then I would just walk away and let it happen. And if I keep stopping out of plays, then I know, all right, well, maybe I'm buying it too fast. Let's adjust that. And if I'm not, then I know I'm doing something right, and let's continue doing that. And as you can see on my note taking, I was doing something right, and I wasn't getting in too fast. I was being patient, and I was using a 1-to-1 ratio, and it worked out. So you can also do like a 1-to-2 ratio. That means you have one risk for every 2 rewards. So maybe you want to do a 5% stop loss and a 10% take profit. But what that means is, in order to make money, so you have like I said, a 5% stop loss, a 10% take profit. You're having one risk for every 2 reward. That means for every 2 stocks, for every let's say you get into 3 stocks, you lose 2, you win 1. Well, your 2 losses, 1 plus 1 equals 2. Your 1 win is 2. 2 equals 2. So in this case, basically what you're doing here is you're saying how many losses total. So in this case, like 1 for 5 means you can have 5 losses and 1 win, and you'll be even. For here, 1-to-1 means, I can have 1 loss, 1 win, I'll be even. 2-to-1 means I can have, 1 loss and 2 wins and be even. So this is kind of seeing like, how much risk you want to do. Do you want to have like a 10% stop, 10% take profit and only a 5% stop loss? That's low risk. You might be stopping out of a lot of plays, but for the ones that you do make profit on, it's going to be a 2-to-1. For every play that you make profit on, you can afford to lose 2 plays. So it really is up to you. What works best for you. The best way to do that is to just track your trades and to have a good emotion, manage your emotions, so you're able to trade based off of this plan. Because if you have this plan but you're using your emotions and not trading based off of the plan, then you're never going to know how the plan works, because you're not actually doing the plan. Like if a coach tells you, hey, like make sure you do this, and you don't do it and you still do terribly, you can't blame the coach. You can only blame yourself. So or just in general. All right, so that's Wristward Ratio. Let's go over the homework really quickly for that. So what is risk to reward ratio? Having a predetermined stop loss and taking profit percentage. That's Wristward Ratio, is knowing when you're going to take profit, knowing when you're going to set your stop loss before you get into the play, and then doing just that, taking profit when you hit your planned take profit, or having a stop loss when you have your planned stop loss. All right, that's actually good. Yeah, let's see. Whoever can guess it will get a ticket. Where does duck live? Where does the duck live? All right, so a pond. I was waiting for someone to say that. You're close with your A. You're far away with your B. Bodie's close. I'm technically from New York, but I don't live there anymore. I grew up in the Queens area. Yeah. Oh yeah, you guys both know. So CTR got that one first. That is true. Connecticut, basically, the area that I live in is basically New York City, though. It's like another borough. That's what they call it. So, what minimum percent do you need as a win rate with a 2-to-1 ratio? So 2-to-1 ratio, all you gotta do is go into here, see 2-to-1, and it's 67%. There you go, 67%. I don't try to trick you with the homework. All the stuff is in the handouts. That's why we have the handouts. You can Follow along with the handouts while you watch the videos too for the classes. If you win and lose the same amount of plays and are still even, you have a blank ratio. That's a 1-to-1 ratio. That's what I had. If I won and lost, in theory, the same amount of plays, I won 10 plays, I made profit on 10, and I stopped out on 10. With a 1-to-1 ratio, I break even. What bike does What the Duck ride? Oh, Bodie knows this one. Specialized? That's funny. I'll give you a ticket just because you made me laugh, though. Yeah, I miss biking. I have an indoor bike now, but it's not the same thing. Oh yeah, you were there when I totally busted my ass on that too. You saw. I forgot about that, Bodie. That was a long time ago. You can only set your stop loss when you're in 100% of your intended position. This is false. You can set your stop loss whenever you want. You can set it, your first buy. In theory, you're probably going to be stopping out a lot. But what you can do is, all right, let's just say that, once you're in 100%, let's say you have let's say you have let's just say that you have a $1,000 account. You're putting in $100 per play. And your stop loss is 10%. So once you're in 100% of your intended position, so that means once you're in $100 into the stock, your stop loss is 10%, which is $10. So what you can do is when you first enter the play, let's just say you put in $25, right? You put $25 into the play. Instead of setting a 10% stop loss, because you're going to end up stopping out before actually building your position, you can just set a stop loss for whatever it would be. That would be a $10 loss. So it wouldn't be, that might be, I don't know, like with $25, that would be like a 40-30% stop loss. I'm really bad at math, but it wouldn't be a 10% stop loss. It would be a bigger stop loss, but you're basing it off of how much you're willing to lose. So you're willing to lose $10 when you're in 100%. You should still be willing to lose $10 if you're in 25%. So if you're going to set a stop loss, and one way of doing it is to base it off of the money, not off the percentage until you're in 100%. So you should know your risk-reward ratio before entering a play. That's very, the whole trading thing with the plans is, the whole reason we plan is that we know what we're doing before we're getting into it. It's like riding a bike. If you're mountain biking, you don't want to just like blindly go down a trail that you don't know about. Like or you just blindly go down a mountain. You want to go down a trail. You want to have a plan before getting into the play. You don't want to just blindly go down a ski slope. You want to make sure that it's the one that you can handle. Same thing goes to trading. You want to know what you're doing before you do it. Okay, let's do another raffle. I almost forgot about these. So, you know what? We're going to add these people. Oh, you know what? So, Trash Junior, congratulations. You got 9 raffle tickets so far for making me laugh. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then pennies equals doll hairs. I'm just going to leave it as that. You have 7. Y'all are funny guys. We got 5, 6, 7. Vika has 2. So congratulations, Vika. That's not what I meant to do. Vika. We have CRTR. Oh, that name always gets in trouble for some reason. And then we have Mr. Tiger, who was making fun of me earlier about opening a bag of chips. We got Die Jimmy, as in not like die, but that's your name. We have Booge. We got who else? We have Dana, and that's that. Dr. Houseman Bodie, perfect. All right, so everyone in here, I'm going to throw you into the raffle. And let's do this. Ooh. Cool. All right. So let's go ahead and see. This is our third raffle. So this is going to be for $25 cash. We have one last one after this. So it looks like the wheel is spinning. We're going to be having a winner shortly. $25 cash. We do these raffles every Bodie. Oh, okay. I'm sorry, Bodie. That was so close. I was hoping to be using it here in the chat. That was so close, Bodie. Harvey8, are you in the chat? Harvey8. Make sure to message me, What the Duck, on our Discord, which you're currently on if you are here, and make sure to message me so you can get your prize. Sorry about that, Bodie. You were so close. Penny Schools Doll Hairs was close too. Trash Junior was close. To Sloggy. So yeah, Dana, maybe next time. We still have one more coming up. So I've been busy writing crap down. That's funny. JH1, and that's actually smart too. those of you in Penny Boys University, you'll have access to the handouts as well. Where'd it go? Oh, there it is. Okay, so that is all the homework. So we did the homework. Remember, if you join Penny Boys University, we had 24 classes just like this with the handouts, with the homework, with the trading videos, where you can get raffle tickets for the homework. And now we're going to go on to our trading trivia. So, really quick, first, best person to explain what a short squeeze is. And it's nice that we don't have any lag on Discord. Best answer to explain a short squeeze gets raffle tickets. And yeah, I'm going to give it like a minute and a half. In the meantime, I probably should have had something planned for this. Let's see what people are saying about short squeeze. Best answer gets tickets. Short squeeze to make lemonade. Short squeeze is smushing a midget. What? I have to watch this video all over again thanks to you guys. If you are in PBU, you're gonna get a little. I'm making like this is recorded, so I'm gonna edit this as well. So like and post it in Penny Boys University with that live stream. So, freshman short squeeze occurs when a stock or other asset jumps sharply higher, forcing traders who had bet that its price would fall to buy in order to forestall even greater loss. Yep, their scramble to buy only adds to the upward pressure on this. That's actually, I'm going to give it to you, Trash Junior. That was really, unless, let's see, I did say I'll give it a minute. When a stock has been heavily shorted, investors have to push the price so high the shorts have to cut. That's actually good too. Wait, who is this again? Is that pennies equals dollars? No, that's pennies equals dollar. The stocks are starting highly, forcing traders who had to bet against price fall. But yeah, okay, that's actually, all these are good answers. So we're going to give it to, so Trash Junior. Oh gosh, what am I doing? So we have Trash Junior. I'm gonna do it to Trash Junior. I like that. I don't even know who that is. So we have Okink 2739. We have, let's see, sort of one company's short a stock and ping pong up and sell. Borrowing shares. Yeah. So here we go. Trash Junior. Oh, Trash Junior already got it. The dude. All right, so I'm gonna give it to y'all too. I'm gonna throw you right in the raffle for the next raffle. Yeah. So short squeeze, 100% correct. Trash Junior is basically when like here we go up. Like they were saying, it's basically when you have all these shorts, who are betting against the stock. They want the stock to go down, and then something causes the stock to go up. And in order to, prevent themselves from suffering from huge losses, the shorts are going to cover, which means they buy back their shares to return to the lender, like we were talking about before. And then buying back the shares also causes the stock to go up, and that is actually what everyone was trying to do with GameStop and AMC. Is there's all these short sellers, and people were trying to bring the stock up, so the short sellers had to cover, and then bring the stock up even more. So, explain how we find a float. How do we find the float? First person to get this. That is correct. That is what a float is. It's available shares minus the shares held, like the restricted shares, equals your float. And we went over that last week actually in Penny Boys University. We went over floats, short squeezes, trading halts, reverse splits, and how to read Webull financials. We went over all that in PBU class last week. So where can you actually find the float? So yes, the float basically it's all like they were saying up here. The float it's all the available shares minus the restricted shares, so the shares that cannot be traded. And it's just a good way to see how many shares are available for trading. How many shares insiders might have. It is on the drop down, pennies equals dollars. Yeah, you can find it on FinViz. That's definitely one way. So you can go to finviz.com and you can go to your screen or whatever you want, and then we go over this in Penny Boys, like I said, but you can just go to float. So you can search for stocks with specific floats, or get out of here, or you can go to a stock and then just look for the float. Oops, which is, get out of here, you add. Where is the float? Here it is. So you got your shares float, short interest, short ratio, and all this stuff. Like I said, we do go over in Penny Boys University last class. So I'm not going to go over it too much in detail now. So that was pennies equals dollars, and it is on the drop down menu on Webull as well. But pennies equals dollars got that one. So pennies equals dollars. We also now, what is the FinViz Groups tab? So what is this right here? The FinViz Groups tab. Groups tab is how all sectors are performing for the to CAC. Perfect. So yeah, the FinViz Groups tab, like we said before, it goes over the different sectors and how they're doing on the year, on the half year, on the 3 month, on the 1 month, on the week, on the day. This way, if you let's say you're in a energy stock and it's not doing well in the day, you can go to the Groups tab and see, oh, energies is not doing well in general. Maybe I shouldn't be too worried. My stock is acting normal with the sector. Let's say you go to to a utility, your utility stocks not doing well in the day, but let's say utilities is way up. You could think, there's something that might not be right with my stock, and this company might not be good. It's not reacting the right way. Let me do some due diligence. So it's good to see how other stocks are doing compared to their peers. Wait, what? I thought you answered pennies. Yeah, wait. Webull also. Yeah, FinViz and Webull. Yeah, no, you got that right. Pennies equals dollars. You're right. Looking at the next question, probably the answer. All right, so the next question. Why is trading nowadays like walking around with a loaded gun? Those of you in PBU will know this. You're jacking. Oh, I totally read that wrong. I thought you said something else. I thought you said you're doing something to your portfolio picture. I'm like, what even is? Like, that's weird, but okay. I love that picture. That's awesome. Anyway, I'm not going to say what I thought you said. All right, so what did I say? Why is trading with a loaded gun? No, why is trading nowadays like walking around with a loaded gun? Those of you in PBU most definitely should know this from our trading psychology classes. So check to, oops, I'm just going to check to make sure. Yeah, wow, it's a 2-hour stream. Sorry, guys. I'm going to definitely cut this down on the edited version for those of you who want to rewatch this. I'll put it on YouTube. And just kind of do the parts that, like the important parts. Because investing in the market is virtually anyone does it, as is walking with a loaded gun. Yeah. Because you can lose your life savings with one click. Yeah, all right. Because so many retail investors, I think the CAC has the best. Just checking up wrong. That's what I thought you said. the dude that made me laugh. So yeah, to CAC, I think I'm gonna give it to. Let's see. Yeah, Die Jimmy also. I like that answer as well. Because pressing that buy or sell button can ruin someone's life in theory. So nowadays, it used to be when you were trading, it would cost like a $5 fee per trade. You would have to call up a broker and have them trade for you. Nowadays, you can just trade. You can just go on Webull. Webull. You can go on Robinhood. You don't even need to answer that many questions. You don't need to show them that you know what you're doing. You can go in there not knowing anything about the stock market. You can throw $20,000 in there, click a few buttons, and then next thing you know, you're down $20,000, and that could have been your life savings. That could have been money that you needed. That could have been money you borrowed. It could have ruined someone's life. That was that one person who actually took their life because of a few clicks of the button that they made with options trading on Robinhood. The same thing goes for the stock market. Nowadays, it's dangerous. Especially now with, like I said, all it takes is one little click, and you can lose money. It's too easy to lose money in the stock market. That's why we do all these classes. So ideally, so that to protect you all from that, especially the ones who just joined trading, because we don't, it's too easy to lose. It's too easy to lose money. AMC is only a click away. Exactly. At midnight. But yeah, no, all it takes is a click, and that's why we go to the next question. What does be your own police chief in trading mean? So what does be your own police chief in trading mean? Oh, you're already on top of that. Making yourself stop trading and walk away when you get emotional. Yeah, that's police yourself. Yeah, to CAC. CTO. CTRJXN. No, I totally botched that. CRTRJXN. Okay. I'm gonna go to one more. It won't let you change your name back to normal. It's funny your name's Matt because my name is also Matt, and now we're both What the Duck. Yeah, I like those two answers. Jun. I like that too. Yeah, because you're basically walking around with a loaded gun in theory, because you can, Matt Ducksworth, because you can lose money so easily, you have to be able to know when to put that gun down in theory, put that mouse down, put the phone down, and just you need to know when to stop trading. You need to know, be able to police yourself, be able to realize, ooh, I'm feeling emotional. My account's down, or I just made a bad trade. I'm feeling a certain way. I maybe should just take a break from trading. Maybe like I did with AMC. After that, I was like, I think I'm probably gonna end up trading emotionally. After that, let me just take a week off. It's good to be able to know when to be your own police chief. It's good to know to be able to identify when you are starting to trade with emotions. To just know when to either just take a step back or just take a breather. Maybe do some yoga, do a workout, go for a walk. I can't say what I want to say, but yeah. So that that's definitely important. Important skill to have is to know when to be able to police yourself. In the stock market. And what was I about to say? Yeah, because a police chief, they see one of their police officers come in. Let's just say that police officer just lost their wife, or just something like that happened. Chances are that they're going to tell them to take the day off. You're not, you're walking with a gun. I'd rather you take the day off. I don't want you just lost your wife. You're feeling a certain way. Maybe this isn't the best time for you to be walking around with that gun and be on the job. Same thing goes with trading. If something happens, just in general, just if you're feeling a certain way, just know when to take a break, because you don't want to start clicking those triggers too early. Last two questions. What is an inverse ETF? What is an inverse ETF? That actually we just went over today. So what is an inverse ETF? Inverse ETF. I'm going to give it a couple minutes, a minute. Best answer will win. Bear market exchange traded fund, bearish ETF. Oh, Cashman 36, that's who that is. And everything exchange for fund, because that was from Google. I'm assuming. Well, you know what though? I'm going to give it to Cashman, because here's the deal. Sure, that was from Google. Maybe it was. I don't know. I'm assuming. And even if it wasn't, that's awesome. If it is, then hey, they know where to go and look. A big part of what we do in Penny Boys University is teaching y'all how to be your own trader and how to find these kind of things on your own. And we don't want you to have to go to our Discord and be like, hey, what sectors are doing well? What sectors aren't doing well? We want to be able to teach you how to just make a couple clicks and figure out how to do that on your own, and be a little bit be confident in your own trading and your own research. And one way of doing that is by going to Google and using the things that you have in front of you. So that that actually was a good answer, Cashman. Nothing wrong with using Google. I use Google all the time. How do you think that I do these classes? You think I make them up in my head? No, I do research. I do even just this stream, this even just this class right here. This took me a good I don't know. I watched a good hour of videos. Well, not this one actually. This one was more so I kind of knew most of this stuff. But for instance, the the Wristward Ratio class, and just any of these classes that I make, I'm not just doing it off the top of my head. I'm doing hours of worth of research and getting different perspectives, because that it's important to know where to look. So good job with Google. Is a great is a great place to look. Last question. Wait, did I put your? Yeah, I did. Cashman. Yeah. Last question is, why do we keep cash on hand? Why do we keep cash on hand? Am I forgetting anything? We did the review, we did that. Yeah, we're good. For enemies, cash on hand. Cash on hand. And these are inverse. Oh, there's a bunch of great inverse ETFs if you want to check those out. Do some of your own due diligence on those and to see what they relate to. I don't think that this is dog isn't like a dog inverse ETF, but you know, those are great. For emergencies, correct. For an amazing alert to buy bread, you know, to buy the dip. That's correct. You know, in case you see an alert that you know that you really want to get into, it's good to have some cash on hand just in case. For surprise emergencies, CTR. I have no idea what your name is because it's CTRX something or other. For the red days, Mr. Bodie. For emergencies, exactly. Okay, link or no? Okay, ink. Okay, ink. 2739. Because you can only trade with settled funds for the. Is that Vika? That's funny. No, that's not Vika. No. Okay. For emergencies and sales, yep. The dude. Oop. Die Jimmy, yep. For red days, to buy the drop, to snag deals, to take advantage of, I like that one a lot, to take advantage of unforeseen opportunities. You don't want to have your money, what the heck? You don't want to have your money, okay, whatever. You don't want to have your money tied up, you know, in case something like, you know, you want to be able to have some cash available, what is it, million? In case, you know, in case of a unforeseen opportunity, or you know, a dip or a red day where you want to get some of those deals. So those are all great answers. Was that Vika? No, it's funny though. It's one of those last minute option plays. Exactly. Yeah, you might think that you know, all the alerts are done. The next thing you know, oops, there's one. You know, you never want to be caught like with your hands on your. You don't want to be caught sitting on your hands when an amazing alert comes out or something crazy happens in the market, like Dogecoin. Exactly, like exactly that. Well, not exactly. You know, if that's what you're into doing, I'm not saying that everyone should be getting into Dogecoin, but you want to take out that Tinder stock. Oh, jeez, that's funny. Whoever that is. So yeah, so that is that. I think that's everything here. So like I said, we're gonna do another giveaway, but I will be making a actual class on this stuff, and I'll be posting it in PBU. If you are not in Penny Boys University, that's okay. I definitely suggest. I got a lot of DMs to answer. I definitely suggest. Get out of here. Okay. Going. So even if you're a free member. You're not in Penny Boys University. You know, your name is dark, like there you go, like Trash Jr. for instance. This is a free member. You still have access to these two channels in Penny Boys University. I just made these for y'all. One is just the schedule and events. All right, so schedule and events. Basically, what you have here, just so you're aware, it shows us where we are in Penny Boys. Like right now, we just went over portfolio diversification, Wristward Ratio. Next, we're going to create a trading plan. And then we're going to learn how to track our trades, and I'll be giving you all some spreadsheets and templates for both of these things. And then we go into the fun stuff, the candles, the candle patterns, support and resistance indicators. We go over 9 different support and resistance indicators. We go over how the simple moving average and exponential moving average works, as well as VWAP, MACD, KDJ. Then we'll be going over RSI, Bollinger Bands, and a bunch of other overbought and oversold indicators. And then we have the test. And we have a bunch of review streams as well for the test. But you can do that. You can see our schedule. You can also see all of our stream scheduling here. You know, we have our Monday stream, which is trading with Tagman for new traders. We have our, all of our other streams as well. PBU live stream and all that other fun stuff. We have some streams coming up soon, like a PBU alumni live stream where once per week. We're going to be starting to do an alumni watch party where we go over one of the advanced courses or bonus courses in PBU, or one of the harder ones just from PBU, and then we do a Q&A afterwards and just kind of discuss it and learn from each other, because the greatest resource we have is each other. And then PBU watch list chat will also be doing this for everybody. It's going to be a voice chat going over alerts that are still under entry, or we'll be creating, using that note-taking sheet that I showed you, we'll be creating some watch lists, with alerts that could be a potential buy for the next day. for the next week, and then we might also go over some FinViz and make find some of our own plays to track. And then in here, you also have the Learning Center. So PBU Learning Center, I would definitely check this out. This is available for free members. You have a table of contents, so you can click that to go to the table of contents, which shows you, page 1, page 2, and just shows you where all the stuff is, so you can, where to look for, what you want to look for. We have different trading video different areas you can find trading videos, stock trading lingo. We have a glossary. We show some different sites you can use. Show how the commands for the stock works, some miscellaneous trading tips, how to use a 25-25-50 rule. We have a drop percentage calculator that you can take and use, a little spreadsheet. If you want to use a drop percentage buy-in method, which we go over in Penny Boys University and our Trading 9 to 5 class. Day trading with a cash account, we go over that in detail. The PDT rule, how the 3-day trade rule works, different types of sell and buy orders and how that works, pros and cons of Robinhood and Webull. How to trade in after hours, just making sure that you select extended hours and good till canceled, and what that all means. How do you set a stop order and a limit order at the same time? We go over that. Some due diligence stuff we go over, support and resistance charting help, candle patterns, and all the other fun stuff like that. Some psychology trips, options 101, the Greeks in options spreads 101. If your option order only gets partially filled, this is why. Holding options through expiration, how that works. Stock taxes 101. I know it's almost stock season, and earnings tracking tools, stock splits, and a bunch of other fun stuff, as you can see. Oh, a bunch of trading books. These are all different trading books that you can, if you want to, invest in that, invest in your learning. All this stuff is in the PBU Learning Center, so definitely worth checking that out. It is free. It's available to free members. You just go to Schedule Events, you click that. And also, Intro to PBU is also available to free members. And this basically just gives you a bunch of links. It gives you a link to my YouTube channel, which there's the little stream that didn't work today, which has all of our different videos. You can go to playlists. I have those are the smoothie videos. You want to learn how to make a morning and a nighttime smoothie, because health is important when trading. We have Webull and Robinhood and FinViz help classes, how to trade stock options for beginners, some miscellaneous trading tips, some Penny Boys related help videos, live streams, how to use candles and indicators, a bunch of free charting videos, and free these are all free all to check out, so definitely be sure to check that out. That's the first link right here in that Intro to PBU, so you can check that out. You can learn what PBU is all about right here. We have a little Q&A, what is PBU, how the classes work, what happens if I come in late, what's the live stream, how often the classes, what if can I keep up the class, I work full time, all that great stuff. And we still have one more raffle. And then we also have our first 2 classes of PBU. So you'll get access to class number 1 and class number 2 for free. So it kind of goes over how the Discord works. So you can kind of know what you're getting yourself into if you decide to join Penny Boys University. Because I don't want y'all spending money blindly. I think that this is one of the best. If I was new, or if all my friends, I tell them to join, because I genuinely do believe in this place. I really do think that it's a great place to learn how to trade and just be a part of a fun and just a good, just pure good community in trading, which is hard to find, because trust me, I've been in other, I'm in a bunch of other Discords just to see, before here, and I try to ask a question there, I get someone yelling at me like, oh, why don't you know that? You should Google that. It's like, well, thanks, man. Okay, whatever. But yeah, we don't do that here. PBU chat is the best place to be. This is where you can ask questions and they will get answers. This place is just amazing. I love the people here. That's my favorite part, easily. No, that's not where I was trying to go to. All right, so Intro to PBU. Yeah, so you have the first 2 classes. You have a bonus class with a video, trading while working 9 to 5. So you can go to the video. You have a little spreadsheet that you can use to track your trade, and we kind of go over a bunch of trading tips and tricks you can use if you work 9 to 5. I've used this method before, because when I was doing the PBU classes, making all the new classes, I didn't really have much time to trade. So honestly, like I was saying, I would trade 20 minutes a day using what I go over in here. I would trade 20 minutes a day, and like you said, I showed you before, I was averaging 10% per week, trading 10 to 20 minutes per day, 3 to 4 times a week. That's kind of what we go over in trading while working 9 to 5. Because PBU, we want it to be all inclusive. People who work 9 to 5, all the classes are based, are geared towards people, all people of all walks of life and all skill sets. If you do work 9 to 5, the classes are scheduled so that you can, you can still do them, and all the material is, you don't need to be trading 24/7 to do this stuff. And you don't need like a fancy computer. You can use your phone. I use my phone to trade. Like I have 2 monitors, but I use that for work. I use my phone to trade. So all this stuff that we go over, it's you can do it no matter what. We go over stop losses and limit orders, how that all works. I think that's really important for new traders to know. We just go over a little bonus indicator, which is like a fun one, an easy one, the super trend indicator. So you can check this class out as well. There's a little video, as well as a handout on how that works. And then, of course, the PBU Learning Center. So yeah, so definitely be sure to check that out. Let's do the last raffle, and then we're going to be giving away a free membership, 30-day membership. So first the raffle. Oop, that was quick. So this is going to be our last $25 cash giveaway, and we do these every Thursday. You can go to the cash giveaway area. Look at that. The cash area. That's awesome. CRTRJXN. Make sure that you message me. What the duck? Congratulations. I can never remember. CRTRJXN. Congratulations to you. You just won $25 cash. And like I said, just message me, What the Duck, to claim your prize. And obviously, I'm not going to be walking cash to your house, and it's snowing outside, and that would be silly. I'm not going to be mailing cash, because that's also silly. We have Cash App, we have Zelle, we have a bunch of other those kind of sites that we can I want to hand deliver, that you can do to get your prize. Like Zelle and Cash App, all that stuff is, just as good as cash, and you can use it whenever you want. So congratulations, Bread Maker, making some bread. Congratulations, CTR. But let's give away a membership. So if you are a free member, as in you're not in Penny Boys University, let me see an emoji. Give me a little thumbs up. Give me actually, you know what? Give me a duck emoji. Let me see some of these from all the free members, so you can enter this raffle for a free membership. I'm gonna just make sure that. All right, pennies equals dollars lies. Can I win another month of enough free? This is just, we want to get some of these free members in here so that they can get the Penny Boys experience. The whole goal is to, like I keep saying, to get as many traders away from losing money, away from getting caught by those pump and dumps. We generally just want to help people here, and I generally do think that this is a great place for that. I wouldn't tell y'all to join this if I wouldn't be a part of this if I didn't believe in it. I could be doing a lot right now with but I'm doing this because I genuinely do believe in it. I took a huge pay cut by doing this stuff, but I did it because I genuinely want to help you guys out. I genuinely think that this place is just such a good place for new traders, and I think that it's something that I'm doing something in my life here in Penny Boys where we're actually generally are helping people that you just can't get that kind of experience elsewhere. And all the guides, all of you, everyone in the chat, anyone who just answers any question ever, you guys are also doing that as well. You guys are helping people out. You guys are literally helping people make bread, make money. Widowed, right? Which is huge because not a lot of people can say that. What the heck just happened? Oh. What the? Alright, Marcus. Then we go right. Alright. Honestly, and like I said, I always say, if Penny Boys, isn't for you, because I try to make the university avail, all inclusive. Like I say, if you work 9 to 5, if you're new, if you've been trading, whatever it may be, I try to make. Hey, what's up, Jay Cal? Good to see you again. I try to make it so that all walks of life, you even have people who speak different languages in here, and they're still able to do it. We want to make it as we want as many people to be able to learn as possible. You know, we don't want you to have a fancy computer, or, you know, be able to, you know, trade, you know, every single hour, every single day. You know, we want everyone, no matter what your life is, no matter what your schedule is, no one should be void of making, you know, no one should not be, you know, we should all be able to make money no matter what. And that's what we're about in Penny Boys University. But, you know, on the off chance, I got you, on the off chance that, you know, Penny Boys might, you know, isn't for you, you know, there's, you know, not, it might not be for everyone. I genuinely try to make it for everyone, but if it's not, well, then A, message me, you know, I'll try to do what I can to help. But B, you know, if it's not for you and you got to leave, then that's fine. I would recommend, if, you know, if you do continue trading, to find, you know, somewhere else, you know, if it's not going to be here, just find somewhere to learn. You know, I wouldn't recommend doing this on your own. I wouldn't recommend, you know, I wouldn't recommend, yeah, I got you, Alex Live. I wouldn't recommend just trying to do this on your own or following pump and dumps and all that kind of stuff. Luck runs out when it comes to pump and dumps. Learning how to trade, you know, and make money over time consistently, that's the goal here. But like I said, if, you know, you either, you know, whatever, you can't, for whatever reason you can't get, you know, you can't be in Penny Boys, definitely find somewhere to learn, because that's just everything. What just happened? There's a lot of people. Ermin. But like I said, we do try to make it so that, you know, even if you are, I have people who literally, you know, work 9 to 5s and they have families, and, you know, they're like, what, you know, they've been able to just take a couple hours in the weekend. I had one person literally catch up in one day. They caught up on, I think it was like 12 classes, 13, no, it was like 14 classes in one day, which I thought was just amazing. So, you know, it is possible to, you know, just take a weekend if you really want to binge watch these classes and, you know, follow along. Or you can wait until, you know, Duck Loop, I think I got you, yeah. You can wait until we reset, because we do reset the courses in a couple months. So if you want to wait until the reset so you can just follow along live, that's definitely cool as well. Spencer, DJ Clueless, I can't spell. DJ Clueless. We'll leave this open for a couple minutes while we get all these names. Sammy, LOL. But yeah, if anyone has any questions about PBU, definitely check out that Intro to PBU section. Like I said, it's up here. You just go to that PBU area for free members. Just click Intro to PBU with the little bread signs next to it. That's where you can find a bunch of free classes for you guys. Arcadova. Didn't get you yet. Arcadova. 719. Okay. Well, how many people are? DP Perry, I got. Rap 88, I got already. No. Rap 88. Alright, I'm gonna give it like. Okay. Oh wow. Okay, so Rap 88, we have that. I already got Perry. So yeah, if y'all have any questions, also, you know that channel doesn't answer all the questions, and also you can just feel free to message me what the duck to actually I'm just gonna throw that right on there for now and go from here to get access, or to, you know, you can answer or ask me any questions for sure. I got Trash Jr., Nate, 8809. I didn't think this through. I didn't realize there were going to be so many people signing up for this. Nick the Great. If someone could post a link for RJ Line where the live stream thing is. JJJ. Let's see who else. I'm going to do a few more. Scallion. Remember, this is for a free membership for 1 month. You can join us on PBU and start learning how to trade as opposed to gamble. A lot of people like to gamble their money in the stock market, and if that's what you want to do, that's just your plan. Some people just like it. Some people don't care if they lose money. Some people like to just do this for the fun of it, and that's fine. Like, I'm not going to tell you how to live your life, but if you want to make some money overall, you want to learn how to, really trade and, read charts and all that, then I definitely recommend Penny Boys University. We're not just about reading charts. We're about so much more. We're about learning how to trade with a plan. Because once you trade with a plan, that's when you stop gambling. Oh, that's awesome, Nick the Great. I hope that you win. Okay, I think I almost got everyone. 762. Yeah, I'm gonna get rid of the doubles in a second. Don't worry. Okay, Marcus. Cross. Salvo. Okay. One more. Okay. Be Noble. 1982. Okay. That's a lot of people. Perfect. Let's see if there's any last minute people. Scally, I think I got already. Yeah. Cool. All right, let's do it. Time to give away membership. BKINGX and merchant. BKINGX and merchant. Okay, let's see. DP's on there a lot somehow. We got this one. We got Ermin. We got Gunnin. We got Gun twice. JJ. We're all about being fair here in PBU. Just some Penny Boys in general. Just bear with me 2 seconds while I get rid of some of these doubles. Because we want everyone to have a fair chance. L, Shmi, 1991, Spencer, yes, Stockbroker again. And there we go. Okay. Anyone that I missed really quick? Looks like we're good. DJ Clueless, 716. Oh gosh. 716. Vernon. Got those 15. Oh, you aren't twice, you said? Oh, good call. Thanks for the honesty. And then Wilfred and AA90. Alright, that's... Alright, Wilfred. Hold on. Alright, after that, we're going to do the actual graph. Oh, this doesn't count. This is a practice spin. Sorry, merchant. So, Ermin. Who else was it? Wilfred. AA90. TXATC. And Denzel. Okay. Nabu. Where did it go? Apabu. Trader Dude. Stockbroker I got. Treasurer I got. Merchant I got. Sorry, merchant. Okay, cool. Alright. Oh my god, this also doesn't count. I'm just trying to freaking copy paste onto this so that everyone gets a chance. Cool. Pennies equals dollars with the community references. I'm loving it. Okay, I'm gonna sort it just to go through one more time to make sure we don't have any doubles, so that it's fair. DJ Clueless, thank you for being honest. Ermin, I already got. And it looks like everybody else is only on once. All right, cool. So now we're going to be giving away a free membership. So Brend is still on there twice. Oh, good call. All right, you guys see anybody else on there twice? Maybe one last scroll through. If not, we're going to go ahead and yeah. All right. All right, here we go. Let's see who wins the raffle. Shuffle, 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 shuffle. This is for our 30-day membership for free. Boom. And after those practice spins, our winner of a 30-day membership, you'll have access to all of our premium alerts and our Penny Boys University Discord. That was a close one. Congratulations to Marcus. So, Mr. Marcus, make sure we have a winner. Make sure to DM me what the duck, and I will get you set up for your membership. And there he is, Mr. Marcus. I'll give you a little duck emoji, give you a little fire emoji. That's not a fire emoji, that works. This is the way. That's awesome, Marcus. Congratulations, Mr. Marcus. Also, everyone else who won money, cash, on the raffle, definitely make sure to DM me what the duck. That way you can also get your prize. We're gonna be doing these every Thursday, or we might be giving away a membership every Thursday. So those of you who did not win, that's okay. I'm actually gonna save your names for next time. So, you know, if you didn't win now, there is still going to be a chance. I believe on Monday, Trading with Tagline, he does these sometimes as well, where he gives away a membership. Free raffle 30 day. Okay. So that's that. All right, I'm gonna save that. I got that saved. So yeah, that is that. Hope to see you next Thursday. I know that was a long one. Sorry about that. Thanks for everyone for sticking around and listening. Wow, I still got a lot of people here. Nice. Does anyone have any questions though? Their hottest. I mean, I don't. Hottest stock tip. I'm actually not trading at the moment, so I'm not 100% sure. I'll make you a deal though. Merchant DM me and whoever the other person was, and I will give you a free stock alert from one of our alerters. How about that? That's not in the free stock alert area. So merchant DM me and whoever the other person was as well. Got any grapes? So yeah, any questions, any comments, any concerns? Spencer, you were in it actually, so you're in for the next one as well. Yeah, so merchant, yeah, let me know. That's a good call because you in theory I think it was merchant and I forget who it was. J Cal, how you doing, man? It's good to see you. It's been a minute. Hope that you're doing well. Glad you're still in the free chat area, so you can still hang out with us. But yeah, if no one has any questions. Do I answer questions about options? I am not an options trader. I have some basic, like some limited knowledge. If you can ask it, and I can definitely try. If not, I can get you in if you DM me, I can get you in contact with someone who can help you with that. If you're in PBU, of course, we have areas for that. We have as you can see, PBU options questions. We have PBU charting questions. We went over a bunch of great stuff earlier, like the MACD. And other good stuff as well, so that's definitely worth checking out. We have a PBU alumni area where we go over advanced trading like Fibonacci or tracements and different types of due diligence, so you can definitely check that out. But yeah, I definitely recommend Penny Boys University. I definitely recommend, if you have the time, the money to put in, to invest in yourself, and into your trading, into your learning. I definitely recommend it. It changed my life personally. All this information that I've learned just through being in Penny Boys University and just through teaching all this kind of stuff. I learn every day from this stuff. I learn from you guys every day too, just, with the questions and all that. There's nothing, there's never too much to learn. There's never, there's always something to learn, but, I definitely recommend that, even if the alerts, the first day, first week, you don't make money in the alerts, that's okay. The main thing is you're learning how to trade, and that's worth 1,000 alerts, It's one thing just finding alerts and playing follow the leader, but that's not going to really get you anywhere, over in the long term, unless you're able to really just do this yourself and learn how the charts work yourself and learn how to be your own trader and trade with a plan. That's what's important. That's what we do in Penny Boys University. So I definitely recommend that if you're new, if you want to learn. You can go to the discounts, or you can go to you can use WTD 15 for 15% off. At https:// pbalerts.com. Oh jeez. Okay. What the heck? There we go. So, oops, I put a little slash at the end there. Oh, no, I didn't. Okay. So, yeah, you can definitely check that out. WTD15 for 15% off. That's for any free member. You can use, or for anyone, just WTD15 will get you 15% off. Vika's back to Vika. So, yeah. Anyone here? Trash Jr. is asking a great question. So, who here is entering PBU membership later? Let me see a hand raise or a duck or some kind of emoji. How do you even do a hand raise emoji? I like that. Hand splayed. I like a duck. Duck emoji. Dufk. Little dufk. It's like a Russian duck. Dufk. But yeah, I'm just going to end the actual recording. Actually, I can edit that later anyway. To Slaggy, getting some flamingo going on. Carl R. Looks like I do need some sleep. I'm like, I was up to like 5 a.m. doing stuff and then got a nice 2 hours of sleep and then made the stream. And making some other classes that we have in the works as well for the advanced traders. Spencer says I'll buy when I can make enough off the free alerts to pay for it. That's definitely one way to do it. Like I said, the alerts are, I think the alerts are just extra. That's just me personally. I'm maybe a little biased because I'm so heavily invested in, or so heavily part of PBU. But like for me, I it's great that I made money off the alerts, but what I learned from PBU, just from all the stuff I learned in PBU, just from my from doing all the classes, like I showed you before, that note-taking sheet, which I'm not gonna bring up again, but like I was able to find alerts on my own, like, and that's everything right there. Now I'll be able to trade on my own, and trade these alerts on using my own due diligence. So the alerts are great, but I think that learning is that's where it's at. Like, that's just me though. That's awesome. To Slaggy, I'm glad that you're here. Glad that you joined us, and I hope to see you and everybody else. I'm gonna stay in the chat here with y'all for a minute. I'm just gonna end this little stream part, but oh gosh, I hope to see y'all and everybody else in the next stream. That's gonna be next Thursday. Who did the PBU lessons before? No one. I just what I meant is because I didn't know half the stuff I taught in PBU before. I did hours and hours and hours of research. Like a lot of that's I knew some basics, but no one taught PBU before me. I actually just randomly just started making classes, and then they're like little beta classes, and then one thing turned to another, and now PBU is PBU. But no, just from what I learned just from teaching these classes, just from doing all the research, it's just so much. To me, that's worth more than any alert. Like, I made great money on the alerts, but I'm making more money from what I've learned. Just and like I said, you don't have to do it from here. You can learn elsewhere. But yeah. Doug, is this your life? Yeah, like 14 hours a day. I mean, like I said, yeah, I left my job. I was making way more money at my job, but it was just I wanted to be able to focus on this. So here I am, and I hope that it's worth it. I hope that we're learning something here in PBU. I'm fine regardless. Like, I'm not worried. I'm more worried about. I'd rather just do something with my life that's helping people as opposed to worrying about money. That's just me personally, though. So if you guys do and want to join WTD 15, that's definitely the way to get that 15% discount, so that you can join PBU and learn how to trade on your own, so that you can. Did I end the stream already? I didn't. So that you can join me, the duck, and start giving the middle finger to the man being Wall Street, the man being pump and dumpers, and the man being those who want to take your money in the stock market. Our goal is to learn how to trade so that we're not giving our money to those POSs, because anyone who takes advantage of somebody else who doesn't know, anyone who takes advantage of someone is just a terrible crap, just a garbage person. And if I can just get one trader away from that, away from giving money to those people, I'm happy. Like just one trade, there's just one person not giving money to those scam artists and those crooks. Shoot, that's a win in my book. So I hope that y'all join PBU. I hope that we learn. And you know, if you're in PBU and you're having trouble, message me. Like I please, like if you're falling behind or whatever it may be, you just don't know what a certain thing is. That's why I'm here. Like I'm here all the time, like literally all the time. I'll probably still be online for the 2, 3, 4, 5 hours. Like y'all can message me. I got a lot of work to do, so I'll be around. I love answering questions. This is my first, this is my favorite part of Penny Boys University is interacting with you guys. Before Penny Boys, I worked with people, and that's, I like people, and y'all are people, so y'all my people. So definitely feel free to, never feel like you can't message me. Definitely feel free to message me. You can message in the PBU chat. There's a bunch of other great people in there who can help you. The alumni chat if you want to do some more advanced questions or whatever. So I hope to hear from y'all soon. I hope to see y'all in PBU, and I hope that y'all make some bread.